There you go. And
So,
we are
Live.
and there's a
live.
reason. And there's a
We have
reason
to
why
go
I'm
live for it
smiling.
says 7 seconds. I don't know. Not sure what people see us.
We've been like, yeah, we've been.
Live.
I gotta do it. That's my echo there. Yeah, we were like,
We
so
can always depend on Jay for echo.
we talk about the funniest things backstage right before we go live. It's like I got a big, me
Yeah,
and
that's
Darren got a big
that's
grin
something
on
we
our
always
face.
do.
But yeah, that's the best way to do it, guys. Get warmed up and then like just go live, Darren, and we'll all be smiling. That's what
We
you
we
want to
should
do.
do one. We'll plan one for like a half an hour, and then I'll film it with my cell phone. What we do before we go live.
We could have been doing that all. I take off the sound card and just listen to it with the phone, and then
And
just make a
basically,
video.
all it is Jay coming and saying, "I need to get a coffee. I'll be back."
No, we were talking about the
And then
funniest
me
thing.
and Fanatic going, and there he goes again.
That's only the beginning. Now we were talking about like we're scheduled at 9:30 to go live, right? And we never know when we're gonna end the live stream. We just don't know. We can't tell you.
Hey, two beers in the house. How you doing, two beers?
I just
They
I
still
just thought
haven't. They still haven't grabbed him and shipped him out. You don't have your passport signed or stamped. Did you get that
touchdown.
done, two beers?
Two beers had the funniest story. I don't know if I want to keep talking about that unless it's still a problem. We can
But
talk about
thank
that.
you for Jay and other people say I don't need to get a PCR test now, so because I'm fully vaccinated. So
Well,
again, the
now
rules have changed, which is great.
she's been now Jennifer Terry has been known. She always talks about the travel situation
She's
in
very
and
good.
out of the Philippines, back and forth.
And Filipina P as well. And Filipina P,
But
so I've got a
but
yeah.
sometimes they use a line. A lot of big channels do this. They use a line in the title that is misleading. It's not a lie. It's misleading because it's true in some situations.
Right.
So you got to make sure you watch the video to find out if that's your
And
situation.
watch the whole video in full.
So kids under
Tamsack, Bell
12,
All, and leave a comment.
kids under 12
Exactly.
that fly with the parents who do have the PCR test don't need the PCR. It's just like weird. She always does that. It's like it's not good or bad. It's to grab viewers, but it's hard. It's not hard news.
Okay.
People don't want to dig into the details of what's going on with the news, so they switch to Jennifer Terry. She has a, she's
She's
good at it.
awesome. She's
She's good
awesome.
at it. Yeah, yeah.
And a shout out to Hanny Cutie. Fantastic. A very good friend of ours. RW06. Tell me if I'm right. That's the Polish flag that you're from Poland. And two beers, itchy legs. Is that because mosquito bites? So I should bring DEET?
Let me answer that question. It's not always from mosquito bites. It can be, but you can see the mosquitoes going on you. But when you don't see bugs, it's dust mites,
Ah,
or there are tiny little spiders. It's not as bad as a mosquito bite, but you'll see a big bubble and it'll itch for like an hour or so. If you put the sanitizer, I get a spray bottle. I just spray it. It goes away in about an hour.
okay, good. So
It's,
Dr. J is in the house.
Well, I had to do some reading because I'm like, why am I getting invisible bug bites? And then I googled it, and it was like dust mites. And I
Ah.
thought, yeah, it is dusty here because there's a lot of dust and dirt. I don't know,
And hopefully they're not termites because then the house is going to fall down.
no, you can see them, but there's just dust mites are invisible and they can be anywhere.
Maybe they're
So we do a
microscopic.
deep cleaning, and they just
Invisible to the human eye, but they're not invisible. Don't
they're the
worry,
same.
people. They're not invisible.
They're
They're
the same
microscopic.
color as dust, so you don't see them. I mean, you could see them, but you just don't because you're looking for mosquitoes and bees and stuff like that, and ants, and regular houseflies, so you don't see the dust mites.
Thanks, Ace Flaw. Mega love shout out for the thumbs up. Appreciate it. Marty and Jamie, thank you for
The
coming
way
in.
the way to get rid of dust, Darren. The way to get rid of dust mites is glass cleaner or Windex.
Okay.
You can't buy ammonia here. You can't buy ammonia. So you get the glass cleaner, the blue stuff, the Windex or glass cleaner.
Do they sell Windex there?
Yeah, and they also sell a glass cleaner that's just like Windex. I don't know what's in it. There's some.
Ah.
It's not ammonia, but it's similar. I don't know how it can be similar, but I'm
Yay, Lady
not a
Cook's in the
chemical
house,
man,
guys.
but it works. It will. It'll kill most bugs.
Yeah. I want a
But
big
the,
shout out to Lady Coach. Lady Coach, look forward to connecting with you again. She's awesome, guys. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Uh,
lady coach is in the house. Awesome. Let's
Janelle
go.
Jane, mega
Where's
love
my
shout out to
Where's
you.
my fanfare button?
Somewhere.
Janelle Jane is a big supporter. No videos, but no subscribers. The Kentucky Dip Man. That's cool. The Kentucky Dip Man. That's awesome. 213
Dipman.
subscribers, 22 videos. Guys, support this Kentucky Dip Man. Guys,
What is a Dipman?
if you guys came here
Never
with a
heard of
Premiere,
that.
flex it.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure it out. What's a
45 likes.
Dipman?
That's awesome.
What's that, Darren?
I was gonna say, if you guys came here with a Premiere, you guys got jackets. Just write the word Premiere and drop that link, and we'll tamsack that. And Lady Coach, thank you for the 45th like. I appreciate it. Or is it? Those are all 45 likes that she likes of me. But so all you guys have no excuse. So 45 each, please. Thank you very much. Lady Coach keeps pressing that thumbs up 45 times.
So, guys, Shadow Scout Swedes is still live. I'm going to drop his link in a second.
Well, I think we'll do a raid. we get up to 20, we'll do a
Well,
raid.
hold on, I'm going to drop the link right now. We can do that, guys. So,
Because we get 20. Make
Shadow
it
Scout is live, guys, right there. Let's go over and just do a Tom Suck or raid or whatever.
Hey, Mitchie Manilow, thank you very much for the thumbs up. Appreciate it. Hanny Cutie, big fan of Hanny Cutie. There's J Mike has just done
Yeah,
shout
I'm
out
going over
there
there right
to
now. It's
Darren
just
Raid.
loading.
That's pretty cool. I'm gonna Angels are we. Hi Annie. Mega secret. What's the secret? Explain. Enjoy the volleyball league, huh? What volleyball league? What's going on? Oh, that must be one of Lady Coach Explorers. That's actually it's pretty beach volleyball in the Olympics. The ladies are dressing pretty nightly. Secretly watching. Gotcha. So secretly watching, but we see you anyways. But mum's the word.
I thought the word was lurking. Or BG. You're in the BG. Just type B. If you type BG, Darren's Nightbot will say thank you or show you the
It
love.
will? Okay.
Well, you got to put that in there, Darren. Do
Well-
you do that?
Yeah.
Well, you put love in. It's the same thing. You just instead of the formula for link, it is you just put a
Okay, so we're
comment. You tell it to drop a comment instead of a formula for link.
like and primer. Like it. Okay,
So-
cool.
So the YouTube element, the page element, has changed to not be compatible with Nightbot. That's why you're getting the error.
Right.
They don't program it to cause errors. They program it to do what they want, and then Nightbot sees it as an error. That's the problem. So Nightbot needs to get with the program. It's not brought to you by the people of Nightbot. Von Daniel show. Let me check my notebook because one day to the next I forget. Let's see. He won it again. He won he did not the big winner, but he was one of the winners. You know, Blue Ray Sunset was the big winner. He got 20 points. You know that torture to watch that, Darren. you think it was hard to have her on panel? That was torture.
Wait.
I will send you a message. Okay, Lady Coach, no problem. Nari, guys, Nari. As you notice, I've been working 8 days straight, 12-hour shifts, so I haven't been able to join anybody's live streams or morning flexes. So, but thank you for stopping by.
Oh, what a relief that is!
So, okay, that's Lady Coach videos. Okay, Lady Coach. Here's the flex, Lady Coach.
Aren't you guys relieved that Darren hasn't come to your live stream? Wait a minute, what's that?
I'm usually everywhere. I'm like 30 people's channels over the day.
Darren, I am very grateful that you make it to mine. That's all.
It's the same time as I get home.
Super awesome.
I haven't been a great co-host. And
You're there. All that matters is that they see your mug and then they see your maple leaf, your red maple leaf.
it makes me feel good.
The fall season maple leaf, they do turn red, yellow, red, and brown. First they're yellow, then they're red. No, first they're red, then they're yellow, and then they go
Are
brown.
you sure?
Whatever. Actually, they have
It's the
different
same
colors.
as the Northeast.
No, as they die, they change colors. So it's like green,
As they're,
yellow,
Exactly.
as they're
brown,
dying.
red. Green, yellow, red, brown, or something like that. Brown means when they're
This
down
is
on the ground, they're brown.
it's the rainbow flag minus the purple.
Minus all the colors. It's just shades of red and brown, guys. Yellow is
I should do that. I'm looking forward to
different
that.
leaves have different colors. I don't know, but they eventually end up being brown.
Yeah. Now I want to know, Lady Coach, are you in this volleyball tournament? What's going on? No, you're probably just filming. You know,
Somebody
and,
has to be the cameraman, the
and,
camera person.
it's the
Where
boys.
is the
Come
camera
on.
person?
We are equal sex. You film the men's volleyball, then you got to film the women's volleyball.
Exactly. That's
Well,
what you have to do.
coming soon to a video near you. That's all you're gonna say. Coming soon. Well,
I've
I
got
don't
Coming
the
soon to
thumbs
a
up
video
number 8 there.
near
Eight's
you.
eight's lucky
J
number.
Mike tells the
Jan,
truth.
maybe there's no league around her for the other sex.
There is always, and if not, Lady
Yeah, but
Coach,
maybe she's not around them.
Lady Coach has got to form that league, that team, and then film it. So
You know what? I went to a Celtics playoff game with the Boston Celtics playoff game with a woman. She didn't say, "Jay, now we got to go to the women's NBA, the WNBA, and watch a women's game." That didn't happen.
there's nothing wrong with watching the women's NBA.
I didn't say that. I just said it didn't happen.
Right, Kentucky Tigers are great.
Ah.
Hi, Beth and Daniel Vlog. Mega love shout out FFF. I call them the effing garden. So many
H
F.
File, let me answer that question. If you, I wouldn't wait till I get to the gate to ask, but I would message them and ask them if, when you buy your tickets online now, there's a disclaimer that tells you what you can and can't do. You can't do video of the game or don't worry about it.
My browser crashed.
They'll
That's
tell
why
you
there's
that.
two of me.
It looks like the same angle. That's
There you go.
the browser.
That happens, guys. That happens. There's always technical difficulties. Fanatic
Yep.
just died. Fanatic is magician. He disappears eventually. Guaranteed. And J Mike always has technical problems with sound, but that's okay. And me, my internet just goes down.
The more devices
He's
you
volume,
use,
he disappears. And
you
mine
can
goes.
attest to this, Darren. The more devices you use, the more issues that are possible to come up. When you have the phone and the laptop and all this stuff, something's like we hear feedback or whatever it is.
Yeah.
That's true. Yeah.
Yeah.
The more. No, Miss Boo was talking about her radio station. It was all fouled up. She was telling stories about that.
Radio station?
Yeah. Back in the
Actually,
day,
I want to get on radio. How do I sign up for that?
it's not easy. She did that back in the day.
Oh, she doesn't do it now?
She ended up being. She went from apprentice to music director. So she did that for a long time.
That's awesome.
2
2 beers.
years.
I like your mugshot. What's up with you? How's it going, my
2 years.
friend?
Going very good. I can't connect my
Everybody?
camera right now because if I do that, I'll have to reboot. I'm in the middle of uploading the trip from Gimadas coming back to where we're staying.
Cool.
Well, that's okay because you're always half naked, anyways. I don't want to get demonetized.
Yeah, that's scary. He came up in the panel
Yeah.
with no shirt on, and I'm like, no, not you.
Yeah, I don't want to. I wouldn't want to turn you on.
It's you
Yeah,
and King
Turn
David.
that off.
King David's always laying in his bed with his shirt off with bunny ears. It's really,
That's
it's
too.
really.
See, the host is worried about that because we can't have a guy showing the private parts. It's over. Your channel is finished. I don't want to give anybody any ideas because someone's going to do that. So let's bring them down.
well, you
Get
just
rid of Darren and Jay.
said it on my live
Uh,
stream.
Somebody did that on what's his name there from Australia.
Darren,
no.
if someone's going to do that, they don't need us to say it right now. They already have it. It's already a part of their DNA. Right, honey, cute? Right, Marty? Marty's here. Marty and Jamie's here. Ann's exclusive. I don't want to ask.
And's exclusive. Megalove shout out to you.
JLB, one on JLB's stream. This one guy who's a
Is he
gay.
there? Is he there?
Gay did. He hasn't. He's one of these anti-vaxxers.
Okay.
So
Oh.
he's paying people in Boracay to make videos for him.
Oh,
Really? Tell him
Yeah,
that?
really. Yeah, really. He really pissed off all the his regular.
Yeah, he wasn't afraid to like. You think I'm risque, Darren?
No.
JLB's like over the top. He's
But
a he's world.
he had this one guy in Manila, Brian Ramos, who was apparently gay.
Okay.
And one of his main things all the time, every time someone, "Are you circumcised? Are you circumcised?" Over and over. Anyways, he had one video and he's showing his bare naked backside, and JLB kept replaying that over and over again during the streams.
Why?
Hey,
Why would you
two.
replay it?
Two beers. If you want to know if a Filipino man is circumcised, just ask him if he's Filipino, really Filipino, and ask him if he's a Catholic. If he says yes to both, then you know Filipino Catholics are circumcised. That's all.
I don't need to know, guys, so that you don't
Okay.
need to.
No, I never heard of
I
that.
don't get it. Yeah, who needs to know? But no, that's what they do to baby boys.
Hi, Regal. Thank you very much
Well,
for coming. God bless.
That's why-
Amigo. Team
That's why
Jesus, really.
That's why Jewish men have such a bad attitude all the time, because they have 2 inches cut off before they reach manhood.
Yeah, my birth doctor was Jewish. And now I'm Filipino, so you know.
By the way, I just for the record, I love my gay friends and I love Jewish people.
If your doctor's Jewish, right? He's your doctor. You love the guy. Right?
I like
Dude,
Jewish doctors,
exactly.
Jewish lawyers, and my Jewish
Jews,
friends.
Down
My-
Jews are the blessed ones.
And I love Jews that celebrate Christmas.
My doctor's Pakistani, and he originally started doctoring in New Brunswick. And I said, "How'd that go?" He said, "Have you been there?" And I said, "Yes, I know exactly how it went for you."
Not good. Not good.
Okay,
No.
guys, Hand Exclusive has a something alive in 102 minutes. So she asked if we can Tamsock that bad boy. So there it is. I see ya, sis. No worries. I'm there.
No, I haven't heard anything yet back from the Department of Foreign Affairs.
Jeez, that's scary.
I'm not gonna CC the embassy on that. I don't want to cause any sort of political rift over this.
It's not a risk.
If you asking questions is not problematic.
It's just how they
Passing
can help you
blame.
out with it.
Passing blame is problematic. You know, somebody forgot to stamp your passport. That's all. it is.
No, I'm 100% blaming the idiots that were pushing me in the wheelchair. It was like a race, you know, like in downtown Manila, where you got 4 lanes across merging into one, and all the jeepneys are jockeying for position.
Yep.
That's
I know
how they
exactly
were.
what you're talking about.
That's how they were pushing us in the wheelchair. So it ended up that my wife ended up on the right-hand counter with 2 other people behind her, and I ended up on the left-hand counter. And I passed up my passport in the window, you know, and I'm in the chair, so this window's at eyeball level. I handed my passport up. And I said, "Balik bayan, that's my wife over there." And 2 minutes later, they shoved my passport back out the window, and the guy wheeled me out through the exit of the customs. When I was outside waiting for a domestic flight, we waited 8 hours in the domestic terminal. And about 7 or 8 of my videos have been blocked by YouTube. They called it spamming. And right now, to get in there and correct that, they want the 2-factor authorization, and I canceled my Fido subscription in Canada for my cell coverage.
Oh.
Why?
I've eaten, thank you. Why?
Yeah.
Because when I first signed up with Fido, I said, "I'm going to be traveling for the Philippines for a couple months. Can I suspend my coverage?" And they said, "Oh, yeah, no problem. For $10 a month, I can keep the same number." So I call them up to suspend it. No, it has to be on the maturity date of your billing, blah, 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 blah. I said, "Look, I'm not going to pay you $120 fucking when I'm out of the country. Cancel it." I'm retired. I'm retired now.
Supervisor. hang up and call
I'm re-
back. Get someone
I'm
else.
retired now, and the only calls I was getting on my cell were spam from these
Yeah,
fucking American phone numbers,
I know. Yeah.
credit
So you cut
agencies.
you cut off your thumb despite your hand.
Uh, oh,
I'm stuck with my T-Mobile plan at $75, $70 a month,
U.S.
just because my bank is requiring me to have an American phone number for my bank account. Because when I ask for large transfers, they require that I verify a message or a phone call
Oh wow.
to my American phone number, and I tried to put a Filipino phone number in there, and it wouldn't let me. So I need to talk to somebody. I'm not sure.
Wow.
I've got a Globe SIM card, and trying to pay that was a pain in the butt. All they kept coming up with is Gcash, Gcash. So I got the app for Gcash, and I'm looking and I'm looking and I'm looking.
You gotta have a Filipino number for that.
Yeah, I got a Filipino number.
Oh,
Yeah,
I
I
got a
gotta get
Filipino
one
SIM
too.
card.
I gotta get one when I get there.
But you go on Gcash, and even trying all their help, I spent hours on the help. How the hell do you put cash?
you cut out right there. You cut out.
Just ask. You put Gcash on. Just ask a Filipino.
How do you put money into Gcash?
It's an account. It's just like a little bank account.
Yeah, but how do you put money into it?
like
Probably go
PayPal.
to a store and they
You-
probably
you,
transfer to you.
I've asked, and I got a human being. How do I put money in Gcash? And all they keep cupping up. You take money out.
Go to. You know what? The Filipinos are doing the playing the real game. When you win Gcash or bingo, right? They know how to do
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, just ask. Everybody has Gcash, so just ask someone, and someone will
Well,
tell you.
Norman
How
knows
long
how to do it. Norman does it because sometimes we give donations with Gcash.
Yeah,
So I don't know how
Any-
to do it because I never did it.
just ask a
And-
friend, ask a friendly neighbor you haven't pissed off yet.
Yeah, really.
I haven't pissed anybody off yet. But anyways, I got the Globe SIM card, and I found out like if you go to show more for their plans, there's a plan called $9.99, which is what you'll want, Darren. That's valid for
9.99,
30.
Okay,
Either that or you got to get a load every week. The $9.99
that.
load is valid for 30 days.
that's what I want. 9.99. Gotcha. I'm assuming that's 999 pesos, so 1,000 pesos.
$999.
No,
No,
it's not.
pesos.
So it's in pesos.
999 quatludes.
$19, $20.
That's good.
Because you got to pay your transfer fees in and then your foreign transaction fees.
But-
and your
Not if I bring cash.
But when you go to
you will run out of cash.
Okay. Well, I got my credit card for the hotels. The rest
But
is
when you go to pay for it, then there's an option for a Visa or Mastercard.
oh, okay.
And I
really good.
tried that last night and declined both of my cards.
Yeah, they don't like using credit cards out of known countries.
It declined both of my cards, and I have $25,000 balance on one credit on one card, and 30 grand on the other card.
And it's just
Use-
pesos, guys. It's just pesos.
Use a debit card. Are you now? What were you trying? What was the transaction that you were trying to do?
Pay for the 999 peso load.
You got to use a debit card for that.
Oh,
No, but it has three options: Gcash, cash or credit card, Visa or Mastercard, and I forget what the third one was.
You know that was happening to me with Lazada because I would order small things to get delivered here, and I was having trouble getting it to go through, and then all of a sudden now it just says transaction complete. It took like months, and now all of a sudden it works. I'm not sure what the problem is.
Yeah, Two Beers. Did you call your bank and let them know you're going to the Philippines?
Yes, I called ahead of time, and I tried to log on to my MBNA credit card,
Yeah.
and it's asking for the two-factor authorization. Send a
Oh
text
my
to my
God.
cell phone number, which I don't have
Yeah.
anymore, to find out what. Because I like paying it ahead of time. I've had this credit card now for close to about 15 years, and I haven't had to pay one single penny in interest yet.
Yeah.
Forget about it. It's
I pay it off right away. And right now, currently, I got somewhere around 290,000 points on my card, which I can use to exchange for airfare or other things.
That's going to come to an end. Welcome to the Philippines.
It's not all the problem's not entirely the Philippines. Part of the problem is the United States businesses, the banks. That's part of the problem.
And I'm Canadian, like Darren.
Canada, U.S. They're kind of like cousins.
Yeah, well,
yeah,
a lot of
banking system's totally different than the U.S. We're
a lot of
actually pretty
Filipinos
efficient.
think that Canada is part of the United States.
True.
Yeah, isn't that the 57th state?
51st.
So I say,
No,
are you
50 states,
Chinese?
6
Are you
territories,
Chinese?
and Canada.
Are you Chinese? They go, no. Well, it's only 2 hours away from China. You're only 2 hours away from China.
Yeah.
You know what? I couldn't get a checking account at Metro Bank, and I couldn't get one at the Bank of the Philippines, the National Bank of the Philippines.
Yeah,
so someone said, try China Bank. They'll give you an account.
I had an account at BDO. Apparently, they closed it on me, so now I got the bank trying to chase down because I know I had like 80,000 pesos in that bank account.
They closed your account? What? Yeah. It's
last time I used it was in 2012, and every time I logged on to the BPO site at that time, they asked you to change your password every fucking time you logged on to it. And obviously, I've lost my password. Because I'm sure as hell not going to send thousands of dollars into my Philippine bank account if I can't go and trace it.
That's right. Hi, Big Sons, Lauren Care, Mega Love, shout out.
And my card was expiring. My BDO card was expiring. I asked them to get me another one. They said it would take a month and a half to get it from Manila, and I'm heading back to Canada in 2 weeks. Can you mail it to me in Canada? No, we can't do that.
I told Bank of America I needed a new card. I got it in 5 days.
I did the same thing with NBNA because it would have expired this month, and they gave me a new card that's valid until 2026.
But you're talking about international trips should take an extra day and a half to get here. An extra 36, 48 hours.
Yeah.
I don't know. Sometimes businesses are in no hurry. You're not prioritized.
Exactly.
Shipping lanes have slowed down because of the delays in the shipping lanes. It's going to be an extra 6 weeks.
So I'm waiting for my wife sent a Valak Band box, and I sent one that's got tools on it. And
don't put any perishable goods in there.
Well, her box says clothing and canned goods. My box has tools in it.
How heavy is it?
Takes 2 people to pick it up.
I sent the box. It was 170 pounds. I couldn't actually pick it up. I could only roll it and slide it.
Yeah, I figured my box is about 150 pounds. Here's my trick to packing a box that so it won't get destroyed. Glue the flaps in. Glue the bottom. Ooh. Glue the bottom. Put some stuff on. That's heavy enough to hold it down. I wrapped it in
shipping tape. I wrapped it in
well, that too. But if you glue the flaps on the box, the top and the bottom, the box won't shift at all.
Yeah. I didn't have that problem, so I guess I taped it tight enough. But you really got to tape it down.
Yes, I've noticed that in one storage place in Toronto, I used to do a lot of the public storages and a few privately owned ones. And in one of them, I noticed them. A van coming in is full of boxes, Valak bound boxes, and they put it in the storage locker until they have enough to fill a container.
Yep.
I've seen these guys roll the thing off the back of the van onto the ground, then actually roll the box all the way down the hallway into the locker.
If your box breaks open, your stuff is lost.
Free for all.
Yeah.
Hey, Claire. Yeah. Thank you so much. Hey, Brendan's in a raid, guys.
Hey, guys, yeah.
You gotta get a supersized roll of duct tape.
Yeah. Rena Roberts, Blended Whiskey, Megalith shout out, guys. Thanks for hanging out.
Oh yeah.
I'm watching my wife trying to tape the box up, and she's pushing it that way. So hold on. I got a little 4-wheel dolly that I use for wheeling my heavy guitar amp on. Spit it on. Here, hold the tape and then just spin the box around circles. Tape it.
Wow. Yeah, that's awesome.
And I've moved enough times so that I know if you glue the flaps in the box so the box doesn't shift at all,
Yeah.
you can easily stack the boxes and nothing gets damaged. It's when the boxes start to wiggle a little bit and things get broken in the box.
They come loose. Yeah.
Yeah, I've got a bunch of Ryobi 18-1 tools in the box. And measuring tapes, which I need the measuring tape right now to measure the floor to see how much tiles I need on the floor.
You can buy all that stuff here though too. They have Ace Hardware here.
I got free of fucking everything back home. I'm retired now. I don't need it anymore for work.
Oh,
I mean, every once in a while you'll have to like fix something or change something in the house.
Yeah. Well, they broke the water pipe twice already.
Yeah. So, I mean, there'll be things to work on, improve, or fix or something.
So instead of buying I just bought the hacksaw blade, took a piece of inner tube and wrapped it around so it wouldn't cut my hand to cut the plastic pipe.
Things are pretty affordable here. They have most things. If you go to town,
Yeah.
you'll find Ace Hardware somewhere. At
Oh.
the malls or whatever, or next to the mall.
There you go. Or just hire one of the guys that has it.
Yeah,
No,
it's,
but if you can, Darren, get yourself some mosquito patches.
Okay.
It's a little patch, just about an inch and a half by an inch in your arm, and it's good for about 48 hours.
Oh, okay, good. And it keeps the bugs away from you, right?
yeah, you just put them on your elbows, right?
Yeah, or on your elbow or on your
That's where they
forearm.
get you. You put it all over your arms and legs, right, and then they bite your elbow.
I've been here for a little over a week now, and I haven't had one single mosquito bite.
There's no mosquitoes here. Well, they might be, but I don't. They're not a problem. But
never
I
knew
think
that.
it's the
I think
night.
it's-
Sun shining that gets dusty. If it's not raining, it'll get dusty. There's dust mites everywhere because it's so warm.
Well, it's been raining so much here. That's why I think there's not many mosquitoes at the moment.
But
Oh.
when the rain makes puddles, that's when you're going to get mosquitoes.
Well, they're forecasting rain, 80% chance of rain for the next 10 days straight.
Rainy season's coming. I hope it doesn't rain on June 11th. It's only
Hey, it rained from 10 o'clock last night until 11 in the morning.
yeah, we got rain.
My wife asked, "Is this a typhoon?" It was coming down real hard.
No, thunder and lightning. Those are thunder showers. That's not a typhoon. But yeah, we got that last night too. Yeah, like actually all day yesterday, on and off.
Yeah, pretty much. It's been pretty much on and off for the
The
whole
lightning
week.
was right over us because when you see the light and hear the boom simultaneously, like light boom, you know it's right.
You know it's close. Yeah, you know it's real
We're gonna
close.
lose power. We're like, oh, get the candles.
And we had the power. We had the power out for about 6 hours.
I didn't get a generator yet. I don't know where I'm gonna find one. But
Fortunately, my
your power went out.
Yeah, for about 6 hours.
Well, that's too long. You get no air. Your fans don't work. Your air con doesn't work.
Well, it was raining like hell, so the rain cooled it down while it was raining.
Just a little. That's all it takes,
Yeah.
really.
Not quite a bit because the wind was really howling.
Oh, it was windy too. Yeah.
But anyways, they have hardwired internet modem, and they had an adapter on it that for the regular round barrel power plug to a USB connector, and I got a 68,000 milliamp power bank, and that kept up the internet the whole time the power was out.
Wow.
How much? You know, it's only giving power to the router.
Yeah, and the Wi-Fi,
Huh.
but the internet was still up the whole time.
You can't plug anything else into it, right?
No. Well, it's got 5 ports on the back of it, but we got
Ports for
Wi-Fi. Why bother?
USB. Yeah. No, we're talking about like a generator to run everything else, like an air conditioner.
No, they don't have a generator.
Yeah. That'll run you some power though. So,
Yeah.
But if you have a fan, that'll keep you comfortable for a while.
I saw I think it was a 450, 4,500 watt generator on Lasada, diesel powered for I think it was like 3,500 pesos. No, 25,000 pesos.
We would
Oh,
want to
Y-
like run a lamp with a light bulb and a fan at the very least.
Yeah, well, I got lithium
That's all
powered
good.
flashlights that have the flashlight and the LED light panel on the side of it. They throw out a lot of light.
Yeah, we just need
Uh,
a little bit, you know.
Well, about the only time we needed the flashlight was when we went to the toilet. Kind of dark in there.
Yeah, it's scary. Yeah, that's when the bugs come out in the dark.
Exactly.
You don't see them when you're up and about the hut. You don't see them, and then if you get up at night and walk down the stairs and
Come on,
then
Toby.
switch on a light, you see one or two. Like they're having sex. That's pretty disgusting. That's scary. Made me sick.
Not many mosquitoes. When we cut those trees down, man, there were thousands and thousands of the big ants falling out of the tree all over the place.
Ooh.
Small ants or big one? You said big ants.
The big
I said,
ones. The big ones.
the driver stopped me when we came back from the beach. The driver stopped me because we were in the middle of nowhere and there was nowhere to stop to go to the bathroom. He goes, "You're going to have to take a Filipino leak." I said, "What? Stop right here and pee on the tree?" He goes, "Yep." So when I did, right, and it was there's a road here and then a ditch right next to the road, so I had to like go down and hang on to the tree. And on my foot at the root of the tree, like my foot was like planted against the roots of the, so I wouldn't fall.
Yeah.
Right. And there's like these tiny little ants, and like Speedy Gonzales, they were like all around my feet. It's like I gotta get out of here.
The Filipinos call them ants. Those are actually termites.
I had the tiny ones.
Yeah.
They're fast as heck. They're
Oh,
like
yeah.
Speedy. Those are then we have lizards in the house that get rid of them. The lizards
Yeah.
take care of
Oh,
them.
cool.
Yeah, we have at least three. I think we have a
Geckos.
family of lizard. Yeah, geckos.
The geckos.
We have at least three of them but I don't see them at the same time, but they're different sizes.
Thank you, Susan.
The geckos are your
Watch your video, Susan.
They're your best friend. You don't kill the geckos.
Yeah.
My host put out that sticky paper. She caught a mouse, a giant water bug or roach or something, and a gecko. That was kind of shocking to see that.
Well, I've seen the roaches coming out of the sewers in Manila after a rainstorm. These things are like 3 inches long.
They're almost the size of your fist.
Yeah, and they fly. They can fly.
They
Wow.
can fly like chickens. Chicken can get over an 8-foot wall, but they don't fly south or anything like that. They don't migrate. They're not like flies. They
You
can
see
they
you see
can
thousands of these things coming out of the sewer grate.
they can they have wings, but they're not really like house flies. They don't fly like that. They can get up high though. They can like whoop.
Thank you, Susan.
And where I'm staying,
kinda scary.
here, got a few cicadas in the trees. They sound like a big air compressor when you open up the valve at the bottom of the tank to drain the water out of the tank. That's what they
Hiss.
sound like for about an hour and a half, 2 hours straight, every day around
Oh,
6 o'clock.
that little screeching noise. That like that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I always hear that, and I never see them though. I've never seen them, but I always hear it.
it reminds me of the sound of when you open up the drain valve in the an air compressor tank.
Oh.
I never drained one. I never drained an air compressor.
But I'm thinking like if you've seen in my videos, the floor is done, the walls are done, don't have a ceiling yet. The roof is done, we don't have a ceiling, and half of the electrical isn't finished. And like the house has basically been empty. They broke both toilets. They broke one of the doors to one of the bathrooms. The front and the back door frame are put in crooked.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Adrian Rodarte is back.
Make a love shout out, brother.
What's going on?
I just
A
finished my
lot.
Hey,
second last day of work, I guess, because I got work June 2nd election, but I finished the advanced polls, so I can actually sleep tonight or sleep in tomorrow.
Okay. How you doing, fanatic guy? 2 beers. How you doing?
doing very good, very good. So when you're coming into Ilo,
I'll
Darren, let me know what flight you're on. My brother-in-law will meet you at the airport.
see.
Just go out, wait out in the front. He'll find you. He won't. He won't. So you bypass the lineup of the taxis. He'll. I've shown him your picture. He'll spot you, and he'll take you to the cab, which will be just like 100 feet away.
Yeah. See, finding your brother-in-law is a little more difficult, but just tell him to look for the swarm of Filipina, and that's where I'll be in the middle.
He knows what you look like. I've shown him your picture already.
You can't see me. There's too many Filipina. Well, actually, yeah, I'm taller. Yeah, he'll be able to see
Yeah,
me.
you're taller, and you got the shiny top.
That's right.
The Top Gun pilot.
It might be red by then. I don't put on sunscreen because I'm always wearing hats, so I don't
Yeah.
get a burn on the heads. But that's okay.
Well, the trick is, the first day you go out just wear your shorts, go outside for about 15 minutes.
Start to get a
And then
base.
Yeah, you got to slowly work up to it so you don't get sunburned.
Yeah, get a base.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome. Okay, Susan, I have connected to you, Susan.
So polysporin is handy to have, and maybe bring some Benadryl
Okay.
to counteract the ant bites, because the ant bites they're poisonous.
Oh,
That's why they itch so much. It's not enough to kill a human, but like I got one on the back of my leg, and my back of my leg's been itchy as hell now for close to a week.
jeez.
So the Benadryl helps. If you get an ant bite, take two Benadryl pills right away, and you might totally bypass all the symptoms.
Yeah.
Is
That's
what I found with wasp stings.
Yeah. Yeah, we just basically bring a mini pharmacy so I don't have to worry about it,
Yeah,
which just makes sense. Right.
you won't find anything like polysporin here. They're still in the ozonol stage.
Okay, gotcha. Gotcha. Good to know.
Yeah,
What's polysporin?
it's an antibiotic,
Yeah,
over-the-counter
you can-
antibiotic cream.
Yeah, it's good.
You
It's
rub it on your skin?
oh yeah,
Yeah.
it's really good.
Oh, I never used it.
Yeah, it's amazing. Yeah, if you have a
Oh.
cut, scrapes, bruise, stuff like that.
Oh, it's like
Yeah, good.
Neosporin? Is that like a Neosporin or something?
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. It's the same family.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's correct. It's a sporin.
Yeah, stay away
Yeah.
from the drugs, guys. You don't need drugs. I'm just kidding around. I'm just kidding around.
He just wants to scratch.
Hey, what's going on, Adrian? How are you?
Hey, J. Mike, how are you?
What's wrong with your camera?
I'm right here. Just
You need light in front of you. We gotta see your face, man, because you look like a stalker.
See,
You look
Nah.
like you look
see,
like
just
you're
what you
ready.
guys says, Jay, you got to take off sunglasses. The sunglasses.
Well, there
it's
are
all right,
features so
Darren. I'll
bright,
turn the
I gotta
light
wear
on. I'll turn the
shades.
light on.
Yeah, just a
There
little
we
bit.
go.
Here we go.
There are-
All right,
there are-
man. There we go.
there are
There he is.
people here in the Philippines, Ganji, but it's on the
Hello,
quiet
and
side.
P9
On the
Blog
very
14.
quiet side.
What's that? 2 beers?
So there are people that smoke the ganja here,
Oh yeah.
the marijuana, but it's on the
That's
quiet
illegal.
side.
It's on the down low. You go to jail for that. If you're a foreigner, and don't kick you out of the country.
Oh yeah,
Or they'll-
definitely. So that's
or
why I
they'll
say it's on the very quiet side.
If you
That's
don't want to
okay. I
leave,
don't do
they'll put you
ganja,
in.
so I'm okay.
If you don't want to leave the country, they'll put you in jail. They'll compromise. They'll throw you in jail. You can stay here in jail.
I don't
Well,
do
it's
the
a
ganja, so I'm
life sentence for drugs in the Philippines.
Yeah, you're
Ooh.
screwed. So I would skip the marijuana, guys. I would not.
So
do that.
anybody wants to bring drugs across the border, whether it's Canada, U.S., or wherever you go, you're fucking stupid because you can get it. You can get it anywhere.
It makes you
Why-
stupid. Well, smoking it makes you stupid. And don't argue.
Yep.
You can't argue with J. Mike about that. This is your brain. This is your brain on drugs. You show the egg cooking. They took that away because they wanted to legalize it, but those are the bad people.
good.
That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. It's not really good in the long run. If you're dying from cancer and you want some pain relief,
That's
knock
good.
yourself out. Knock yourself out. But the only people in favor of that argument are people that smoke.
Hello, Sean Williams.
all their lives. You'll get cancer, and then you'll need it for your
Yeah,
cancer.
those are the same people that want make cigarettes illegal, which is actually common sense. Because
Oh,
cigarettes actually
and
give you cancer.
there's no smoke public in Iloilo now.
There's what?
Really? Oh, it's
Yeah.
just like Cambridge, Massachusetts. It's unbelievable. Or San Francisco. It's like everybody's got free drug needles and marijuana on the streets of San Francisco. The government's giving it to them, right? But you're not allowed to smoke a cigarette.
Oh,
Weird.
It's worse than it's beyond weird, guys. It's absurd.
Dystopian.
Cannabis store. See, there's cannabis stores in New Brunswick.
yeah.
They're going in the right. You know why? Because it serves them right. If you're so stoned, you're stupid. It serves them right because then you won't figure out what they're up to. It's true, Darren. Darren's laughing because he doesn't
The
think
same
it's true.
people who smoke pot want to outlaw smoking cigarettes,
Yeah.
and
Adrian has no comment. Adrian, are you rolling one?
they inject drugs into themselves.
No,
possibly.
I don't smoke. Thank you.
No. Just because we're making these comments, guys, doesn't mean we want you to serve life. in
And
prison.
smoking cigarettes is
Guys, we don't
bad
want you
for
to
your
serve
health.
life in prison for something like
I'm
that.
not saying
so.
that's not.
Yeah.
I'm not. Yeah, Fanatic and I are not advocating that you guys go to jail. That's not what we're saying.
Exactly.
But if that is the penalty, the law, I would think twice before I even think about doing that. That's all I'm saying. The Fanatic.
I
it's
agree.
hard-
with what you're saying.
when we
You know
try
that-
to talk common sense, it's hard for some people to see that, and then they think we're being jerks.
You know that famous Rogues Bar on in Makati?
I've heard of it, but I haven't been there. I've been
Oh,
in
I
McCarty, but I don't remember where the bar is. I don't remember.
I went
because
there
haven't-
I went there a couple of times. Last time I was smoking up in the pool room.
Really? Private bar, private club, private
No.
room? Yeah.
No,
So, how do you know this, Two Beers?
because I was there. I was there.
They invited you up to the room.
It's not a private room.
It's a
It's
public
just
room.
it's a public part of the bar. They just have a door on it, and when they want to smoke, close the door, and they have a fan that ventilates outside, and they light up.
Oh,
This
wow.
explains everything.
Good luck to them. Someone told me it ain't luck, Jay. You got to do the right thing. So that's
I bought my out for the bedroom in the house.
You what? You cut out for a second. You bought your
I
what?
bought a Samsung split aircon for the bedroom in the house,
Yeah.
and a fiberglass Jaws ladder. We're gonna install that Wednesday. But we need a ladder to do work around the house.
I'm doing good, Ann. Thank you. How are you?
None of the neighbors had a ladder I could borrow to finish the electrical.
So there's always work to do, even though you're retired. There's work here. We just pay somebody to do it.
Yeah, but
once
that's
a-
not work.
I
I'll
know.
pay somebody to
No,
do the stuff. I'll pay
It's not
somebody
work.
to do. I'll pay somebody to do the tiles on the floor. We're going to
Yeah.
expand the back of the house, add a kitchen to the back of the house. I'll pay them to do that. Yeah, but the electrical I'll do myself.
Yeah. Yeah. Whatever you
thinking-
know, you do it.
You know that those heavy, thick plastic signs with the polyester reinforcing in it.
Yeah.
I'm trying to find somebody who can make put something together big enough to do a ceiling out of that, rather than putting up a hardboard ceiling.
Yeah.
Make it out of plastic.
Yep.
I've seen it. I've before. My wife has never seen it
It's
before.
fireproof. Is it fireproof?
I would say probably not. It's
So-
like 10 feet, 10 feet high.
I know that we stopped talking about it, but Ace Floss says Seattle, it's legal. Yeah, more than half the states are legal now. It's just the federal government, in their wisdom, decided, okay, it's still federally
Still illegal.
Yeah, federally it is, but they're letting the states decide if they can have it. But it's still illegal to bring it in from another country. That is, you go to jail for that.
Do not any state line is
But
risky.
You don't need to bring it in from Colombia if you're growing it in your basement or whatever. I just think that The older
Having
I
an
get,
ice cream already,
the
Darren.
older I get, the more I think that
No, it's a
it's
bar,
a
food bar.
useless thing to do.
Oh,
It's-
thought you were
Oh,
having
yeah.
ice cream.
Well, you've seen some of those series on TV on Border Patrol.
Yeah, but they make the wrong turn, they go to jail.
In the one in Vancouver, there's always somebody every single time trying to bring marijuana from the States into Canada.
but it's legal to grow it. All you need is the right equipment to grow
But
it.
you can't
It's legal
cross
and
any.
you
Go any
can't
country.
cross an international border with the stuff. Like I said, you're stupid to try to carry it across the border because you can find it anywhere in the world,
So
even
now,
Russia.
if your border state
Really?
was smart enough to legalize it, right? Or they thought they were smart enough, right? You could have people say, "Yeah, this road leads to." Just coerce them to go on the road that leads to a state that where it's illegal, and then just catch them.
That's cruel.
Now, what you do is you make a highway, you make it easier to drive that road. They're going that way anyway, and then they they're in a state where it's illegal. I don't know. I just think it's stupid to do that because
Finish
it
your
does
sentence, Jerry.
it doesn't make you smart. It destroys your brain, guys. Um,
Well,
you
I've been
don't
smoking since I was a kid, and it hasn't destroyed my brain.
you don't figure things. You don't figure out problems when you're stoned.
But I never smoked up and worked. Never.
Do you solve problems while stoned?
Sometimes.
Didn't
Well,
drink it.
one thing I find though, when you're stoned, you put something down, then you can't. Then you go start looking for it,
Because
and you keep going around in
Personally,
circles because you can't remember what the hell you were looking for.
Yeah, it destroys your memory. Yeah, your short-term memory.
Yeah.
And then in the long run, a lot of your in between memory is gone too because you don't remember what you did all those years. You don't mature. You don't. It's not good for your head. It's
Well,
not.
I remember Mark Lepine like it was yesterday.
See, someone's giving me an opposite argument again, Darren.
it's okay.
I'm not going to
You
keep
know-
going down that road. I don't want you to serve life in prison because someone caught you with a piece of marijuana. That's not what I'm saying. But what I'm saying is you don't improve your life when you smoke when you're stoned on dope, marijuana. I call it dope.
I
Wait,
agree with what you're saying there, Jay.
People on marijuana, they make illogical arguments and then they'll stomp their feet making an illogical. That's what happens. You get illogical thought process going on, and they don't know the difference. They just think that someone who's trying to be logical is the stupid one. That's what marijuana does to everybody. And there's
Well, most of those people are
millions of
stupid to begin
people.
with.
There's millions of people that are like that, and it's part of the problem in society. And no one's talking about it. Everyone's talking about, oh yeah, it's legal here too. It's legal here too.
Darren, you know who Mark Lepine is, right?
Mark
I've heard of
Levine.
him.
Yes.
Lepine. I've
Yeah.
heard of him, but I don't remember what his
Killed
title is.
14 people, wounded 22 others in the École Polyvalente in 1988, December 1988.
Yeah.
Or was it 1989? I knew this fucker.
Uh-oh.
I knew of his plans.
Uh-oh.
Where's this one?
I spoke to 4 ranking police officers, and they all told me the same thing. This was 6 months before he actually did it. Has he done anything yet? No. There's nothing we can do.
Yeah. It's scary.
Exactly.
And why did
Well-
he do it? Because he wanted his name to go down in infamy.
Now in the U.S., they're saying they want to start arresting people who we think are going to commit crimes.
Well, that one that just went in the Texas school, apparently he posted that on Facebook before he did it.
No.
Yep.
So it's a lesser crime. I agree that you can find a crime in there, but it's a lesser crime. It's implied threats. I don't
Yeah.
know
Well, I
if
think what we
that's
can
a
do
crime.
with that is up the security in the school. Though there were
You
there was
get
police
every-
presence, they didn't do anything at the time.
Everyone's living in fear of it. That's what they're saying now. That
In
kids are all
in
living in fear.
in the Toronto suburb of Scarborough, they just shot a young guy who was walking in front of a school with a pellet gun. They shot. and killed him.
Oh, so it wasn't a rifle. It was a pellet gun.
No, it was a pellet gun, a BB gun.
Wow. I don't know why they
You
shot the
can
guy.
maim people. You shoot people in the face, you can maim them, or in
I
other
just,
parts of the body.
I know, but we just don't. Because it's. I
No,
remember
was
in
it?
Toronto. I heard about it.
I saw it in the press, press on the internet last night. They said he was carrying a BB gun, and they can't say any
Oh,
more about it until the investigation's done.
Investigation. Yeah.
well, I'm
Hey, Menchie
thinking,
Love, thanks for stopping in. Chick Panay still here,
Hey,
yeah?
well, I'm
Menchie.
thinking we could do like to alleviate chances of that happening, of similar shootings happening again, is adding one point of entry, multiple points of exit, with that one point of entry being locked from the outside unless you buzz in. Even though some teacher could prop the door open
Yeah,
unknowingly.
Yeah, it's
That
unfortunate.
will happen. If you thought that that's a possibility, that means it'll happen.
have
It happens
a
everywhere.
have a vestibule that has an outer door and an inner door, and you lock both doors.
Yeah. One
Somebody
point of
comes in
entry,
from
multiple points of exit.
the
The reason we're having this discussion is because people are they get to a point in their lives where they want to hurt people, and they don't love the world, and
Yeah, that the
so there's an underlying issue that's causing things like this, and it starts at a young age, folks. People learn this in the high chair.
Oh,
They don't learn how to get a gun. It's an attitude. This is a societal attitude, guys. We can't be telling everybody that people with other thoughts, other ways of doing things are evil, and we have to stop doing
yeah.
that.
Well, that sheriff in Oregon, when they had a shooting, was about 2 years ago. He got it right. He refused to name the shooter's name.
Yeah, because you're making them famous, and then people
Yeah,
want to copy it,
you
copycat.
just call him the little shithead who went and shot and killed people.
Yeah. Well, that's
well, that
that's a
person
So
should have never been on the streets anyway. They were scratching their own face and saying a cat did it, shooting their family members and whatnot, saying they were going to do evil things.
But we want to
They should have
pretend
never,
that
yeah,
that
they should have
everybody
never been on the
is not
streets.
so bad, and they should be out of jail anyway. So
Exactly.
that's an underlying problem. We
That
can't have
person,
society can't do that and then expect that this is
exactly.
going to go away.
That
It doesn't
person
work.
should have been in an insane asylum for all I care.
So New York and L.A. are crawling with people that belong in prison.
Exactly.
And other
hospital,
cities,
or
all
hospital.
the big cities are doing this because they all have the same type of leaders. They're all screaming. Um, I can't assume everybody knows where I'm going to go with this. They're all progressive liberals.
yeah, and
Yeah.
Yeah, I knew you were going to go with that.
everybody should be
I had to.
converting
There's
to
no other way to say it. I had to do that.
and everybody
Um,
should be converting to electric vehicles right now.
oh, what's the
And
first reason?
like what
So,
that
so there's a
look what
billion
that
motorcycles. What are we going to do with those people that need their motorcycles? What are we going to do with them? And trucks.
all the
Totally.
politicians across Canada and U.S. are pushing electric vehicles. Look what's happening with this electrical grid right now in Texas.
Okay, next question. Where are all the electric vehicles?
In
We're
relation to
global,
the
we're
electrical
small.
grid
There's
in
not enough.
Texas,
There's not enough of them. I already have a car. I love my Lexus. What am I going to do
And
with that?
didn't you
and
sell
also
that?
right now, if everybody was switched to electric vehicles, the grid can't support it. It can't even support the air conditioning right now.
Where's
Did
my
the
ding button? My
what about the grid? The
ding.
grid in Texas did that?
Yeah, the grid in Texas are telling everybody to cut way back on the air conditioning because the grid can't handle it.
Because we
no.
need to charge our cars. Yeah, there's always
Yeah, but they
something
don't
wrong.
have cars right now. And if 20%
If
of the
everyone,
population went to electric cars, there's no way in the world they could support it.
so
I
Fanatic
believe
just said, sell your
Texas.
car and get an electric car. So who's going to buy my car? It's useless.
Did I say that or who said that?
That's what I thought you said. You said sell it. So okay, so everyone at the same time is
I
going to try to
don't
sell a
recall
gas
saying
car,
that.
right?
Either that or I
It's
have dementia. I
so
don't
So how
know.
many cars are there in society? If everyone had to sell their car, who's going to buy one of them? It's like no, they need an electric car too. It doesn't work that way, guys. We
Well,
still have gas. There's
I know
still
my
gas.
I know my 2016 F-150 I'm going to sell. is worth $33,000 to $35,000 Canadian right now.
Wow.
Who wants it though? That's the issue. Who wants your car at a fair price?
Quite a few, because apparently they can't get them right now.
Well, see, if they become collector's
Yes,
items,
Calabar.
they'll be beautiful in a museum somewhere. Like, look at this.
Yeah.
It's a trophy
really.
car. So maybe, but I don't think so. I mean, not right now, but it's a problem, guys. Obviously, there's still gasoline in the world. There's still what do they call it? Petroleum. Crude oil. It still exists. So we're not going to run out if this keeps going on. We're not going to run out of crude oil because there'll be less of it in use. But it still
Got 50
exists.
years. Got 50 years. 50 years. So lots of time.
So yeah. But the problem is they're producing less of it. They're selling less of it, and that's increasing demand. That's increasing demand, and that's why the price is so high.
Yep.
Well, apparently, right now, at
so.
this moment, 20 to 25% of the crude oil products that the states use are coming from Canada.
So now, if you have less oil to sell, you're an oil producer. You have less oil to sell, or you're converting crude oil into gasoline.
Well, Canada can supply more oil to the states, but Biden next the pipeline. So it's all going by rail.
So, right. So there's a reason for that, and it's political. But
yeah,
exactly.
Biden stopped the Keystone
if
Pipeline.
If your supplier doesn't have a supply for you to buy, you need to buy it from someone farther away, and that costs money to get that to you. Because of what Two Bears just said, there's no pipeline there. They got to bring it by truck and by ship and by boat. So that costs money to do that. That's the biggest reason that the price is going up.
They're building a pipeline across the Rocky Mountains to deliver liquefied natural gas to ports on the west coast of BC to ship to Asia.
You need heating oil too. What's everyone going to do? Just switch to electricity when it doesn't exist?
There's lots of natural gas.
You can't just say, okay, 100 years from now or 150 years from now, the world is going to be like this. You can't just do that all now. It doesn't work that way. That's what's happening. Politicians do that because they're not looking at everything. They're not looking at all the facts. Look at the facts that I'm giving you, Jay. Don't think about all the facts that you know. That's what's happening. That's politics. Right, guys? Darren, these topics bring people. They keep people in the live stream, and that's why it looks like more people are coming in. It's the same level of people coming in, but they stay longer. So thanks for hanging out, guys.
I'll just say, you look at the Baltic states. They're like Germany's leading in renewables. Denmark, Sweden. You look at them. Slowly, 50% of the
Scandinavian states like Norway.
Well, but when did they begin the process, Darren? In the 70s?
It doesn't matter. It's a long time ago. It's everything.
So okay, so
Americans, it takes a generation to get psychology to slowly convert.
Well, the problem is the only cars ever available were gas-driven cars. So now that I can't buy a car every day.
Well,
especially if you invest in
everybody buys what they want because it's more economical, less moving parts.
Well, the other thing is that there are electric cars that aren't worth it.
You see that electric bus, that battery electric bus that caught fire in Paris about 3 or 4 days.
Well, see,
didn't hear that until now.
See, we can always look at one incident and say this is why electric cars are bad. That's really not the whole story. But the problem is there's not enough. Like, I don't want to sell a beautiful Lexus for the Chevy Volt. I don't want to do that.
There was a Tesla Model V, I think, or 5, that caught fire on the highway in Toronto about a week ago, and the National Transportation Board in the U.S. is very, very eager to find out what the hell happened with that car.
I agree. Good idea.
But they've had no problems. The old Ford Pinto used to explode if you crashed into it from behind it with a full tank of gas. It would blow up. But
Well, the
that's
Corvair
not all
used
Fords
to flip
blew up.
over if you took a corner too fast. I had one of those. I
Do
never
what?
had a problem with it. The Corvair.
Yeah. So this there can be an issue with the car sometime at some point, anywhere, anytime. We got to look at what the many are going to
So I'm
go
guessing
through.
with the earlier Teslas, I'm guessing from what I've read, it had to do with the battery cooling. From what I've heard, they've significantly updated that.
Yeah, they're still catching fire. Not
No,
every day,
Yeah,
but
not, but
at least one a month.
yeah, true, but not as much as they were early on, from what I'm seeing.
hi, Cali King. Make love shout out. Technology is growing really fast.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
That's the point I was trying to make.
you can't go faster on one end without going fast enough with what you need to do
Yeah.
that at the same time. You can't do that. You
What I
have
was trying to make is while the the battery cooling system has improved, the fires have not completely gone away. They never will. I'm not a Tesla fanboy, so
Well, most of the fires
yeah,
are started
exactly.
for some reason or other from a short circuit in a battery.
Yeah.
Then it
So
Yeah,
cascades
true.
very quickly into the other ones.
what needs to be
Chances
said
of
is
that
what
happening
needs to be said
is
is all the other electric cars aren't as good as Tesla. So what do we have here? We have
chances
a
of that
problem.
chance of a short circuit in a battery is tends to be very low from what I've heard.
Very low.
Well,
But
see,
Like it's like 15 or 20,000 cells in the Tesla.
so
I don't know how many
there's
cells in
other
a
issues
Tesla
with
battery.
vehicles, guys. There's other issues than we're looking at isolated issues. But
Exactly.
there's a big picture that needs
Hi,
to be looked
Peter.
at too. All the electric vehicles, if you add their value up, isn't as valuable as a Tesla.
Yeah.
So
They don't do the
what
core. They
are
don't.
we talking about here? If Tesla's a problem, what are we talking about? With like all the other vehicles, Tesla's far and away the number one.
They had a big recall on the Chevy Volt.
Yeah,
Bolts.
they're not
Battery
working.
issues.
Those
That
cars
every
aren't
single
working.
one, every single unit has to be
I mean,
recalled because of battery fires. From what I've read.
Yeah.
and to replace the battery, you're talking about the total value of the car.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Almost. It's prohibitive. So, guys, give me a second.
Well, I'm pretty sure even though the car's battery, you still got to replace tie rod ends and ball joints and all that sort of stuff.
Exactly.
Yeah, Ford has the Mustang, the all-electric Mustang. I've seen that in the showroom.
I've seen that on dealer parking lots. I haven't been able to get in one myself. I've peeked into the interior, but I haven't been able to get into one.
You know, the body styling has started to change a bit. It's starting to look more like the high-end European sports cars.
Exactly.
Yeah, Mustang E. That's it. You'll be surprised how it's your transition. Things will get better and better, just like automotive, regular automotives, cars, electrics will get really good. I'll go. Get what you want, what you can afford. So everybody's doing good. 2 beers. When are you heading back to Canada?
June 16th.
Okay. June 16th. Okay. June 16th, you head back. Okay.
Then I'm gonna come back here probably spend the winter here probably in November.
Nice.
That's why I want that damn Balak Band stamp.
June 16th. Okay. Because I arrive on June the 8th. Do you stay overnight in Manila, or you just go? No, you just transfer planes.
We just hung around the terminal. It was 8 hours between our flights.
No, fine.
But if you're planning on coming to Iloilo, why don't you just book a flight from here to Manila, then go online and book a flight with Cebu Pacific from Manila to Iloilo.
Hmm.
You probably won't have to wait more than a couple hours.
We got 5 days planned in Manila, so after that, it's probably Cebu, and then maybe Iloilo.
Cebu Pacific was the one that I flew in the Airbus 320, and I was the only passenger.
What?
Yeah.
What happened? Oh, they were just doing a repositioning.
No, that was the new. That was the first flight of a new flight schedule,
Wow.
and I guess it wasn't made that well public. So it was supposed to be at 10:30. So I was outside the terminal all night waiting. They opened the doors at 7. I walked in and I see it's a flight at 7:30. So I asked, "Could you move me to that flight?" So the girl at the counter says, "Well, we'll try to get you on there as standby. Just wait over there." At 7:30, they called me over. 2 stewardesses escorted me onto the plane, and I was the only passenger on the plane.
That is so cool. Did you film it?
Because no, that was before. That was in 2012.
Oh wow.
I was the only passenger because that plane had to be in Iloilo to continue the flight from Iloilo back to Manila. But it was the very first flight of that new schedule. Before that, the first flight was at 10:30.
Wow.
So here I am, the only passenger on an Airbus 320.
That's cool. It's a private plane.
Yeah, and I got to sit on the steps there behind the pilots.
Ah.
In the cockpit with them.
Oh,
So I'm sitting there joking with the pilots. Yeah, can you show me a stall turn?
Did you?
Or how about a tail slide?
Did you get free peanuts?
Not allowed. Not allowed.
Oh, everything I wanted was free.
That's
I'll
awesome.
take the red wine.
Heard of Dave the Billionaire in Canada? He owns August. No, I haven't heard of him. That's interesting. Dave the Billionaire, and
I never heard of August luxury cars.
because we have Affinity luxury cars.
Is that a dealership? Because I don't think they're an automaker, right?
Is it
They're
a
a
dealership or a limousine rental service?
Yeah, it's because I've heard of Affinity luxury cars, and
Yeah, I got.
my friend owns that company.
There's a lot of luxury car dealers. I got my Lexus from one of them. They were right next to a big Ford dealership. So
I wanted to get. Yeah, go ahead.
I should Google it.
I wanted to get a tuk-tuk. My wife doesn't like it. She's thinking more of one of those multi-cabs.
Oh, okay.
a tuk-tuk.
Yeah.
Is that from India?
I think these ones are. Yeah, it could be because it's a Bajaj, Bajaj.
Oh, okay.
Bajaj, yeah.
No idea. Film it.
Oh, I did.
It sounds like it's from like Cambodia or
Oh,
something.
SM1. Mega love shout out SM1. That's hey, that's cool. Thank you so much.
Well, they're already selling parts for it on Lazada.
Hey,
Bendix starters, and it's got a 236 cc Kawasaki motor in it. 4-stroke air cooled.
ooh.
The only thing I don't like is the top speed.
Which is low.
68 kilometers an hour.
How are you?
That's
Mega
only-
love shout out. Look at those beautiful.
That's only like a school zone. Slow down.
Yeah,
Mega love shout out.
but their construction in Iloilo is unbelievable. What's going on in the city here? They're building flyovers in the city.
Yeah, they're doing that in Manila too. That's the big project. Ease traffic a little bit.
What scale are you doing exotics, Kelly King?
Well, in Manila, that's been ongoing now for the last 15 years.
Yeah, we went to the west coast of Luzon. We're in the east. We're east of Manila. And we went all the way southwest, all the way over to the West Philippine Sea. It didn't take long to get there. But when we got to Taal and Tagaytay, we slowed down. But then we
They
got
still
back.
are they still limiting that to those 450 cc's and above?
Oh, I don't know. Explain. Ask me that question differently.
In Manila, on the toll roads, on the elevated toll roads,
Yeah.
you're limited to a minimum 400 for the
No jeepneys
motorcycle.
and no tricycles allowed. The motorcycles are allowed, but not the tricycles.
No, but they have to be bigger than 450 cc's.
Because those little bikes that drive those, yeah, they're too small.
Well, 175 cc motorcycle is easily capable of 120 to 130 kilometers an hour.
I'm not sure what the minimum requirement is of the vehicle, but I know there's no jeepneys and tricycles on
Yeah,
those
there's
roads.
450 cc's for motorcycles right now.
Yeah, not exactly sure of that limitation, that requirement. I'm not exactly sure, but I do know that the other vehicles aren't allowed.
Yes.
There are some little bikes. All those ninja type bikes, they're allowed.
Beth.
Yeah.
Beth to Melbourne. Mega love shout out.
Those beautiful people.
Melly Ricano. Awesome to see you. Thanks for coming in. Marilu Palomar. This looks like a raid, Darren.
It is.
SM1. I forgot
Milady.
what does SM1 spell? I forgot who that is.
That's my brain is tired.
Yeah, I'm not with
Schumacher?
it either. I'm not-
Yeah, Mia, you have a jacket.
Who's SM1? Guys, tell us who SM1 is. I can't remember. I forgot. I'm gonna be ashamed of myself when I find out.
Smith. Tim Smith. Tim
Somebody
Smith.
who works with Schumacher?
It's Tim Smith. That's who's SM1 is. There it is.
Oh,
There you go. I got it. Thank you.
awesome,
Melly.
guys.
She's
Team
great.
Faye. Team Faye. Yeah, thanks for coming in, guys. So sorry, I've heard
She
of
had
you, but
a question and answer after we watched.
I've heard of you, but I forgot who it is. So you hear about all the big ones, all the good ones, Darren, right?
I do. We do.
There's another good one right there. Yeah, good to see you guys. Thank you so much. Oh, you know what?
Make sure to Tamsack.
73 thumbs up, guys. That's so awesome. We love thumbs up. Thumbs up gets us excited, guys. You know, I like to sing dance music when I'm excited.
Jackie FC, mega love shout out.
Jackie, awesome. Good to see you. Awesome sauce.
Mia, Melly, Beth, Mary Lou.
Fanatic. Good to see Fanatic hanging out.
Nice
It's getting late over there.
Those you don't know, that's Toby. Toby's a famous cat. That's why
The Toby. It's the Toby.
you want to know Toby, right? You're
It's
famous.
the YouTube Toby.
Soon to be famous. He always, whenever I'm live, he likes to come up and say hello. Did you say anything? No. Very
He
quiet
doesn't
right
talk at all. He doesn't even meow.
now. This is meow. It'll meow. When
Hey,
the
the
cat
Siamese cat. If I start talking to it, she'll talk back. It's like.
I'm going to cut loose because my headset is telling me low bat.
Two
You got
beers.
it, my friend.
It was a good talk. Good luck with the passport
Yeah.
situation. That is
June C before June
puzzling.
16th, I guess.
I'm like, what should he do? I don't know. I can't figure it out.
Well, the guy in the Department of Foreign Affairs and Elio here told me, says he email all your documentation to 3 different addresses he gave me for Department of Foreign Affairs in Manila, and then they will instruct to do.
Yeah, all they have to do is look back at that day and see who was on duty. And
If they don't do that, it's going to be interesting when I go to leave the country.
Yeah.
you'll be
They ask
stuck
for
there.
They'll ask for my passport, and this is.
Dream come true. You'll be stuck. Just hope they don't put you in prison. No, you know what? It's so hard to get here, but when you get here, they'll take care of you. Everyone's kind. There's kindness going on here, guys.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
They're just, but
Major big time.
the problem is that they're not sure what to do. They want to
Yeah.
make sure they do the right thing, and that's the issue. They don't want to just say, okay, yeah, don't worry about it. I'll just step it right now. They just got to make sure that they cross all their T's and dot their I's, and double, triple check with everybody, and then okay, here's what we're gonna do.
Mary Lou, mega love shout out.
It's actually refreshing to see that. So he's gone. So he lost his connection.
It's funny because when I was in where I was working, it's a good community center. There's two washrooms, boys and women. They keep the doors open for convenience, so sometimes people go in the wrong one. So I said, well, why don't you just the sign that's on the door is male and female. Let's make the similar sign. There's walls beside and put it right on the walls. That's a good idea. So these young people decided to check to see, get it approved. But you don't need to prove it. Just put it up temporary fix, and then they can it takes 3 years to do anything. So then sure enough, they try to get it approved, and day one goes by, day two goes by. There's a woman in a stall next to the stall of the man. It's like, so I told one of the guys, says, I'll put it up, and he just signs were up in like 10 minutes. There you go, problem solved. Like, I don't. It's just things never. You have to wait for someone to prove something. I don't. I just do what's a temporary fix, and it's good.
Callie King says, Jay, if I come, can you keep me safe? Well, let me tell you who keeps me safe. The Lord keeps me safe. It's relatively safe here. There's no like good or bad sections. Everybody, we're mixed in with people that have money and people that don't. It's very funny here. But I love it.
Jay won't keep you safe from YouTube.
The only noise we hear is dogs and roosters at night. It's like that's the only noise. And
I
sometimes
gotta bring earplugs, right? Earplugs will that help me sleep a little better?
it depends on. So we have like 30 dogs within 50 yards, like the football field. That's not very far. There's at least 30 or 40 dogs, like right where we can really hear them, and 20 of them are right next to us. Because there's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's at least 6 living houses or whatever they call it, right around us that touch our fence, our wall, wow. And they all have at least 3 dogs. So the people on our left, if you look at us from the street, they're on the right. They have one of their dogs had puppies, so 5 puppies. That's 6, and they have 2 other dogs. That's 8. No, they have 3 other dogs, so that's 9. They have 9 dogs. They don't really make that much noise, but in the circle of about 50 or 60 yards, there is maybe 30, 40, 50 dogs. I lost count because everybody has 3 dogs. So there's always a dog hooting and howling at night. There's always at least 1 or 2. So even though you hear the same sound, it's likely it's a different dog, unless it's right next door and they have that dog. It's like, it's never happy. I don't know what they tie him up at night and he doesn't like it, and it's like he just keeps going, and they're waiting for him to figure it out and stop. That's what they're doing. It's like, stop it! I don't yell though. You can't do that. If you yell at your neighbors in the middle of the night, that's not going to go well for you. So I don't do that. I just go, all right, God wants me to go through this maybe he wants me to love dogs. I don't know. It's so funny. Our dog doesn't bark though. She does if somebody comes to the gate, like the delivery people, then she'll like start barking. But it's not like it doesn't. She doesn't sound like she's being tortured like the other dogs. It's like someone's torturing that dog. Like they want something and they know they're not going to get it, but they do it anyway because their dogs don't know that they're not going to get what they want. It's weird. Yeah, dogs. You can't teach a dog those kind of lessons because it's not natural for them. So, yeah.
Can't teach a dog new tricks.
Trust in the Lord and your miracles will happen, guys. It's true.
Worse than roosters.
Kelly King, my daughter, my oldest daughter, she was the one living with me. I signed the house over to them. They got to make the payments, but I signed it over to the rights. And they were pissed off at first. But I said, look, you cut something for life. This will eventually be worth $1 million. It's only worth a little less than $500,000 right now. But it's beautiful. It's in southern New Hampshire. It's got a nice yard space. They were breeding pit bulls, and I love pit bulls. I didn't know I would love pit bull. I said, you guys talked about a down payment? Wait a minute. You didn't run this by me. Oh, we don't care about you. I said, what? So the dog loved me. She was a puppy, and she's a beautiful dog. She had 9 of her own puppies like a year later, but her mother had another 8 puppies, and we had them, and we sold them all like immediately for not we my daughter immediately sold for between 2 and 3 thousand each. So she gave the breeder 2 of them um, for goodwill and publicity to help people know that she takes care of dogs very well. She knows pit bulls like she knows her own kids. It's amazing. Um, yeah, the dog barking. If dogs don't stop barking, it's worse than roosters. I can get used to the roosters. Actually, if you're here for a while and you hear roosters, when you leave, you'll miss the roosters. You won't miss the dogs. You'll miss the roosters. It's like I was stuck in the U.S. for 2 years. I couldn't get back here. And I'm like, I miss the roosters. But I didn't know there was going to be 2 rooster farms here. Like I can walk in my flip-flops to the rooster farms and the chickens go with it. And at night, Darren, it sounds like they're being tortured. I don't know if they're cutting them for meat. Um, the thing is, it's so quick. You chop their heads off. That's quick. That's a quick operation. But I don't think they're doing that. I think the roosters are raping the chickens at night because that's what they do. I don't know. I'm not sure because the roosters are on a leash because they don't want to lose the roosters. The
They're
chickens will
expensive,
stay.
right?
The chickens won't run away, but the roosters will. I'm not sure, or someone will take them. I'm not exactly sure why they have, but they have dogs too. And the dogs are, if anyone comes near them, the dogs will just freak out, and then they know.
Is it the Wild Kingdom there?
The Wild Kingdom. Well, no, it's all like right now. You don't hear anything. This mic will pick up anything, even with the window shut. Yeah, off in the distance, I can hear a rooster, but it's not really close. But the people right behind us, they have roosters because everyone has not everyone, but a lot of people have chickens and roosters because the chickens lay eggs and they make meat, and the rooster makes more eggs that are going to have chickens. So it's a good business, and I I think that everyone that owns chickens, they should grow corn. That way they don't. Because I heard somebody, I think Rena did a video near Baguio, and she said the owner of this doesn't. He doesn't always feed his chickens because it's too expensive to buy food for them. And I thought, why doesn't he just grow corn? They'll have something to eat all the time. I don't know. I think that the typhoon didn't hit Baguio, but when a typhoon hits, one of the problems in Cebu, in Iloilo, Darren, is the typhoon took away all the crops.
I know.
That was one of the problems. So that's tough to have that happen. That's tough. A typhoon hit 2 years ago. Not in December, but the previous year here in the Normal or Kubo. So that's just a slab now with metal chairs and table. The walls and roof are gone. I'm gonna figure out how to put that back up. We might do it differently.
Wow.
I wasn't here when that was up, so I can't remember exactly what it looked like. There's pictures, but it's hard to tell from a picture. Miss Calabao, amen. Yeah. God is good.
Hi, Amy's family.
That's why I sing that song down. It's true. I couldn't figure out how to make it work, and then we got into some serious praying. We weren't asking for specific things, and we became blessed. All of a sudden, it all worked. It fell in our lap. Well, the online wedding, because I was looking at WebWed, it was too expensive, and I went, "This isn't going to work. It's going to take all my money." And then all of a sudden, the Eaton Show. They live in Mindanao. The Eaton Show. I forget the name of the channel. It's Eaton something. Anyway, it's the Eaton something. But she lives in Mindanao and she talks about travel and stuff like just like Jennifer Terry, and she had someone on and they were talking about the online wedding. It's very rare, and they mentioned Utah County, and I thought, well, it won't hurt to take a look. But this website wasn't working. And then I kept going back to see maybe I'm doing something wrong, because not all websites are the same. Yeah. They all have their tricky ways of operating. So finally, especially government connected, it's connected to the government of Utah. So I kept trying to fish around and look and see and nothing was working. And then one day I logged in. This was happening for days. And then I logged in. It was last summer. And there was a message, a banner at the top, very, very simple, old-fashioned. and it said, "We are currently upgrading, and we will be running in about a week. We hope, we hope that it's working in a week." I went back, and it was still hard to find what I wanted because I had no idea of the map of the site. So, and then after praying, it all just dropped in my lap. I said, "This is going to be easy," and we booked a scheduled time, and I thought they didn't. It wasn't clear. They didn't make it clear that this was going to be easy, but it turned out to be easy and affordable. It wasn't that much money. Um, and then obviously you met what was his name? I'm blank right now on everything. Um,
I forgot.
I have it here somewhere. We did a video. Gosh, I'm embarrassed. I forgot his name. Just slipped my. It's on the side of my head. He was a cool guy, wasn't he? Russ Rampton was his name.
Oh,
Oh,
the
Russ
yeah.
Rampton, the Utah County efficient. He was the assistant something. What is he? The assistant deputy clerk of
But he was
Utah,
really nice.
Utah County. Yeah, he was a an official of the county of Utah County, that's the county of Salt Lake City, right?
Utah
The
County,
one-
Utah. Funny.
Yeah. So, but Salt Lake City is right nearby. So it was very official. He was cool, and it all worked, and it didn't cost that much at all. And then the plane ticket, that all the perfect flight fell in. I got the business class upgrade. I sat in the front row. It just all fell into place, everything at once. It was in the right order. I didn't even know what order I should do everything. And the consulate website was also tricky. And then all of a sudden it wasn't, and it was weird. It's how did that happen? And all in the right order in the same month. It's this. I think this is going to work. And then I was worried about the visa. And they called me. Now, San Francisco time is 3 hours earlier than New England, right? In Toronto. They called me at 9:30 at night, 9:25 at night, and they had a question. I was ready to go to bed, and they had a question for me. And I thought, there wasn't a long conversation. She just said, "We need that." I said, "I sent that." She goes, "Yeah, but it's New York." I said, "They titled it the same. The document title is the same serial number." And that's why I thought. She goes, "No, just send the San Francisco one." So I had to have it re-notarized and all that stuff. And I sent it the next day. And
Wow.
I didn't hear anything. 2 weeks later, I got my visa.
Wow.
You got to be. It all worked. She seemed like a nice lady, but I forget the order but I sent four things express mail. That was more expensive than the visa itself. The visa itself is like $25. It's not very expensive at all.
Amy's family's from Utah, and she has a channel, and I'm going to be watching one of your videos there, right there. I'm not subscribed yet, so
Utah, U.S. Melody's from Utah too. Oh, she lives there. Melody Marlene Dorf. So yeah, guys, it's
it's amazing.
you sold bite, not slurp, Kelly. I'm missing the conversation,
I'm
so
eating the cereal.
I can't try to figure that out.
I was eating cereal.
Yeah, thanks for hanging out, guys. It's awesome. We're not having the same type of conversation today that we usually have, Darren. It's freaking me out. Darren's watching. Darren's he's just
A robot. It's
no. I don't know if reliable is the word, but or a trusty friend. I don't know.
all
But
the
yeah,
above.
he's you can count on Darren, guys. He's connecting and watching your videos. Yeah, I like to watch videos too.
Oh yeah, I do it.
You gotta if you want to create good videos, guys. You gotta watch videos.
Yeah,
That's the only way.
I enjoy watching entertaining videos, learning things. So about people, of history, exploring, funny videos, entertainment videos, art, music. Because I'm not that talented, so watching people who are talented is really cool. If you're beautiful too, that's good too.
Yeah.
Love
If,
beautiful.
if if enough people like what you do in entertainment, you're talented.
Sure.
Success means talent. That's all. Talent is hard work. That's where that comes from. What you do all the time is what you'll be good at. And
I'll
that's
tell
talent.
you. I'll tell you.
That's
guys,
your talent. That's your talent.
if you practice enough, you'll get good at something, and
Yep.
you'll get the more you do, the luckier you get, because you're naturally going to get better as
Yeah.
practicing the guitar.
See, now people misunderstand that. I play for 20 minutes a day. You know what Steve Vai says about that? If you practice 20 minutes a day, you'll stay as good as you were yesterday.
Wow.
It's hard to do that every day because some people say, well, I didn't practice today. I'll practice tomorrow. That means you need 40 minutes just to be where you were 2 days ago. That's the problem with guitar.
Yeah.
So now my friend Reggie, the one that gave me that Telecaster,
Oh
he
yeah.
said, you need to practice like 2 hours a day. Somebody else said
Oh.
you need to practice, like Jamie on YouTube. He said you need to practice all day, every day. And Steve Vai says that too. He created a package for people to learn guitar, a course, and it's called the 10-hour workout. Now, another famous guitar player said, oh, who practices for 10 hours a day? And Steve Vai said, I do. If you want to be Steve Vai, you got to play the guitar 10 hours a day.
That's true.
So, right now, there's only 14 hours left in the day.
Well,
You
10
need-
hours a day to
you
be
need-
him, yeah, but if
well,
to be
you need
good,
7
you
hours to sleep,
maybe
so there's
2
only-
hours a day. You just stay consistent. Do anything for 30 days a month, guys, and that'll learn a new habit. So that's what it's just something the same
If you want
something
to be
every
great,
day for 30 days, and then you
see, you can't
create a
say I
habit.
want to be great at something. What happens is there's
I
something
feel
that you do all the time, and then you become great at it, and then what's your secret? Well, I do it all the time. That's the secret.
Hi,
Doing it.
Cass. Hi, Cool M.
It's called work, guys. Cass is here. Hey, Darren. Mega Live shout out to Cass. My brain's fouled up today. I don't know why. I had a good night's sleep last night. I
Yeah.
slept too much. Too much. Fanatic Guide's still hanging out with us, guys. It's we're just getting started, guys.
That's right. And if you haven't done so yet, smash that like button.
Yeah, if we get enough, Fanatic's going to get involved in the singing, guys.
I the singing, just smash.
Anybody can sing if you want to.
That's true. I'm sure he
Next thing out of his mouth,
What?
either that or
Yeah, one of those two.
yeah. I don't want to. If you don't want to sing, you're never going to sing. If you do, then you'll say I'm not ready, and then you. I told you how I got started in karaoke. They handed me the mic and said, "You're next," and the song was starting, and they went, "Don't miss the beginning." Cool M's here. Hey, cool. Good to see you. Yeah, practices make it a habit. Yeah, what were once vices are now habits. So, yeah, anybody can sing. You got to find something you love to sing, and then work on it, and then get going.
And the more you enjoy something, the more you'll practice, the more you get better. So, if you don't enjoy it, you're not going to excel in it.
It's amazing. It's amazing how all the singers think they're great at it. It's so funny. I don't know how good I am, but people say when singers say, "Hey, J Mike's here," then I know they like me.
Yeah.
That's how you know, Darren. And when you feel good, when you sing it and you feel good about it, then you know it's okay. It doesn't mean I'm great. It just means that whatever it is sounded okay. I know when I'm making mistakes. I know as I'm making a mistake, and you got to keep going forward. You can't stop.
Absolutely. Cover your tracks.
Yeah. I asked Cher that question, and she thought, he doesn't like my singing. I said, that's not what I said. I said, as a singer, when you're singing, do you know where the mistakes are? But you keep going. A good singer will keep going and then just fix it. But you can't have the whole song out of tune. That means you're not hearing yourself. That means either you're tone deaf or there's something wrong with the sound. That's why I'm complaining about the sound card, because it's making noise in my ear and I can't hear myself, and it's probably not good. If you can't hear it, it's probably not good. Huey Lewis can't sing anymore. That's the reason. He's got a hearing problem.
Oh, no.
Yeah,
There's some musicians, they listen to. That's why I always tell people, be careful with,
Yeah, I find myself practicing the same thing over and over, so that's a problem. I gotta get out of that. I am practicing a little on bar chords and things. I need to master that. Bar chords and then key chords, like the key of A, I run through the chords back and forth, and then the key of C, I run those chords, and then the key of D in G and E, and then A's in there too. So I do that. There's 7 chords in every key. There's so many variations of all the chords. That's a different story. There's sharps and sevenths and add 9 and all that stuff. I'm not there yet, but there's the basic chords in each key is where I am now. That in learning how to play them in the bar chord. But I'm not ready to get on stage yet. I'm not ready. But the thing is, my practice time is cut short all the time. So if I pick up my guitar for an hour a day, I'm having a good day. So I'm not finding the time to sit here. And I think my pedal board has the same problem as my sound card. I'm wondering if the pedal board's causing the sound card to screw up. Because it's the same. There's a buzz that I can't control. Now the instruction the manual for the pedal board says, well, if you turn the treble tone down and the drive gain, you'll get rid of it, but it's not fixing the problem. So it's turning my volume off. So I haven't gotten to the bottom of that. I'm nuts. Oh, I need to bounce it off somebody that's here. Because sometimes, even if they don't know as much as me, they might know something that I don't see and say, "Oh, here's your problem, Jay."
Bounce it off Annie, even though she's not here.
Not just anybody, but somebody that has a little bit of knowledge about electronics or whatever it is. Maybe he doesn't play the guitar. Or maybe he plays an acoustic guitar, but maybe he just sees something that I don't. Or he says, "Hey, what about that? Oh, let's check that. Hey, it works. It works." I don't know. I'm so busy. YouTube, I get the language. Guitar's like third. It's actually second. The language is third, so I'm kind of like, all right. When the live stream's over, I'm tired. I'm hot. The heat is doing it, I think, down. So I need to get up and take a break. So this is where the language and guitar is done in the live streams. So, and then there's videos.
Exactly.
It's like, I got to do a video. That takes hours if you want to do it right. Especially if you're using old video, pieces of old video. It's like, why do I want to do that? I found a video, like a practice video. I thought, this is pretty cool. It's a different angle on my fretboard. It's like, I've done it before, but I'd never put this one out. It's like, it ain't perfect, and it's like over a year ago. It's like when I was just at the beginning. It's like, so there's no improvement, but it was interesting, I guess. I don't know. But I made a video. I haven't posted it. I don't know if I want to, because then it shows no progress. Because I did it like over a year ago. It was like a year and 3 or 4 months ago.
Wow, things do leaps and bounds over a year.
But I'm practicing less and less now. But I'm still pick up the guitar every day, just about. When we left town, I didn't play the guitar for like 4 days. So I thought, oh, regress. Time is real. Time is the investment in the machine. There was no issue buying a few guitars. I actually have bought a bunch of guitars, but I gave them all away. Because I could only bring one, and then I bought one here. So I have 2. I thought
awesome.
Norma was going to want to play, but then when she saw the guitar, it's like, it's too hard. It's hard just to learn the first chord. What's the first chord, guys?
C.
How'd you know? C is the natural chord, the natural key, and then obviously the root chord in the key of C is the C major.
I took music for 5 years in high school.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, you did tell me that. Yeah. C is the natural scale. When I got the guitars, I thought, I got to go back to the beginning. I got to learn what the names of the 6 strings. I have to go, because I missed something and I forgot things. But I didn't study guitar, so I had to start over. I thought, okay, I never studied guitar, so I have to go back to the beginning. That was my problem. And when I went back to the beginning, that's when I started figuring things out. But I'm still not ready to get in a rock band. My brother Ted said, yes, you are. You just have to find out what they're doing and then do what they want. And not try to be the whole show. That's how you know that you're a player. Is when you're not, because when you're learning, you especially the scales, you want to do all the solos. But it's not. Solos aren't riffs. I mean, scales are not riffs. Riffs come from the scales, but they're not. Riffs are not. The scale is not a riff.
Cool.
But when you're practicing scales, you start hearing things. Hey, this might work, and then you do it, and then you get used to it, and then you got to break that habit.
They get faster and faster.
Oh, it sounds cool, but it isn't really a song. It's a part of a song.
That's right. Just practicing too.
I got to learn how to play Johnny B. Good. At my age, I should know all this stuff, but I'm just a beginner. I'm still a beginner. There was
He's
a
just
video.
starting.
I watched the video, right, and it said, "Well, if you can't do this, that, and that, you're still a beginner." And he was right.
Oh, okay.
So, if you're starting with a band and you know how to move between chords and scales, you're intermediate.
Oh.
So that's still a goal, to be intermediate. I mean, I could do the backing track and a little thing, but I'm still a beginner. And you said it sounded cool. I thought it sounded cool too, but it didn't really go. It doesn't make a song.
Mm-hmm.
Music is the math at the same time. Math explains everything, so I don't disagree with that. Math explains everything.
Who's this math person?
It's why when people get past calculus, they understand how that works, and then they become a physicist, or they say they're a physicist, and then they think they know everything. That's a huge mistake. I know. That's how you know they don't know what they're talking about. There's a well-known physicist. Some people think they're the smartest people in the world. They have the potential.
Yeah, I've gotten past pre-calc and I still don't know everything.
No, it means you understand a lot. You understand things in a calculating way. Those people come across as boring, but the real bore is when they act like they think nobody else knows anything. Because
that's always interesting.
It has been said that the stupidest people in the world are the ones who think they know everything.
Exactly.
But they don't know it, and that's kind of stupid.
Exactly.
But, there's so many things I don't know, but I'm smart enough to know that is true. But math, I figured out how to become an airport hotel controller without a degree. And then the job description is, the first part of the job description is, an accounting degree is required.
Oh.
But my CEO, before he was my CEO, he was my general manager, and then became a regional general manager. He always knew that I was a problem solver and dependable. You need to be a problem solver, and you need to be dependable and courteous. And he's my boss. 20 years later, they were both in the room, and there was a bunch of people in the room. And then my first boss said, and he became the CEO, and he was in the room, and everybody was listening to him. And he said, "Well, take J. Mike for example. He was, I forget how he described me, but everyone said, why is he so important?" Well, what did Jay do is what they said. And he said, well, Jay did everything. So, and it was like, he made me feel important. And then I realized that he makes everybody feel important. The guy that drives the van, you're important, dude. We love you. We love you, baby. He wasn't like Bushcraft, who hey, baby, babies. He wasn't like that. He was different, but he made everyone feel welcome and important. And it didn't take long. He goes, Jay, you got to make everybody feel important, because they are. You need everybody. Because if he said, like my first job, I was a cook. He said, if you look at your cook thinking he's got no potential, that's a mistake. And when you tell people they have potential, they do a better job, and then they learn more. If you learn more, you can run this kitchen, and then you'll be part of the executive committee on a smaller hotel, and then you can move to a bigger hotel, do bigger, better things. And if you play your cards right, in years down the road, you could be running something like this. Our food and beverage manager, like at a large airport, no, it wasn't a large hotel as hotels go, but it was larger than your roadside highway exit hotel. So our food and beverage manager at a 300 room airport hotel, where the entire lobby was the restaurant. And the lobby bar was visible. Everybody saw the bar. All that there was, seating to eat all around the lobby, huge lobby. Beautiful glass atrium top. The atrium was 2 stories, but you could see some of the windows from the rooms in the room. It was so funny. But he became the general manager of a smaller hotel where he, the boss. So, and he always got yelled at, but the part of his success was he took yelling as fair criticism. Like, this is what's going to happen to you. You got to be able to take criticism, and you got to be able to understand that sometimes you go to work and you're not coming home that night because you're just going to work for 20 hours and then you're going to have to sleep for 4 hours and get back up for work. Luckily, you can do that in a hotel. But hotels, the idea of a hotel is to fill up and not have rooms for the employees, because you want to sell your room, not give it away for free.
Oh,
So that becomes an issue, especially in a snowstorm. In a snowstorm, right? Everyone needs hotel rooms because they can't fly out, they can't leave.
Mhm.
I thought Fanatic was going to listen to the end of that. We lost him.
It's a musician.
So there's all sorts of issues. But I was able to get that job and take on more responsibility. The magic words at work are, "I want to do more." But not only saying I want to do more, but proving that you're capable of doing more and understanding things and taking criticism. You got to be able to take the heat. They don't hate you; they're counting on you. You don't count on people you hate, Darren, but it might sound like you hate them because you're giving them open criticism. The secret to that is you don't openly criticize them in front of their employees. Like, a manager is on salary, he's got hourly employees. You don't go out into his department and then start yelling at him and criticizing him in front of his team.
That
You
cannot be
that,
go
that stays in the meeting room. The managers, the staff meetings, we meet in the boardroom and when we talk about those things. That's where you get your criticism, or one-on-one with your boss.
That's good.
My boss told me to shut up. I don't want to hear it. In a staff meeting, I was almost touching his shoulder, and I started to say something, and he said, "Shut up. I don't want to hear it. I'm pissed off." Right? But in the office, if there's other employees around, he'd never talk to me like that. He would say, "Ask Jason. He knows everything."
Yeah.
Obviously, I don't know everything, but I know who to ask.
What's the winning lottery numbers?
I know who to ask to find out if I didn't know. And if I didn't know who to ask to find out with the answer, who had the answer, I knew who to ask to tell me who to ask.
That's
So
good.
it's funny. You don't think about that at work, but those are the things I had to deal with. You got to know who to ask, who should I ask? And I had those people too. Miss Calabao, Miss Pinas Hobby, Mega Love shout out. Good to see you guys. Cass is still hanging out, Darren.
Thank
Awesome.
you so much,
TV
Cass.
TV Marcel Popular is becoming very popular in our chat rooms, Darren.
Yes, TV Marcel. Thank you very much.
Good guy right there.
Miss
Cool M.
Calabao.
Cool M, just type love. No need to drop your own link. If you read the terms of service through in the YouTube studio pages, they discourage that, and
That's what we have Fanatic for. Tell us
that's
the rules.
That's why we have the Nightbot command. The word is love, LOVE, guys. Type love your channel. If you have a blue jacket, you can click on the chat, each chat, and go to that person's channel. You can do that too.
Click on the image.
Yeah. So
It's amazing.
So if I see somebody I want to connect with, I can just go to channel, right click. Can't do it through StreamYard. I got to be on the YouTube side. StreamYard doesn't do that. We're just broadcasting. That's all StreamYard's doing. Kuya, J Mike, mega love shout out. I call it Mega Mall. I call it the Mega Mall love shout out.
How's Dave Belo doing, by the way?
David Belo, I haven't seen him in a few days.
Yeah,
I'm busy. I'm busy doing nothing. It seems like nothing, but when you're really busy, you don't get anything done when you're really busy, Darren. And that's what's happening.
Uh-oh.
So I don't know. I just feel busy. I don't know what it is.
Oh,
That's when you need to take a step back, guys, and say, what the heck am I doing here?
Yeah. I got to adjust my focus because I was getting closer to the trip to the Philippines.
Oh, yeah. Now,
Taking
do you know what live streams you're going to cut out of the schedule?
No, I'm not cutting out the live streams. I just got
Well,
in the
on travel day, you won't be able to go live when you're on travel. When you're actually heading, unless you're going to be like, sporadically someone can go live. Like Yads goes live. Here, I'm going to this place, and she's live. And then the next thing you know, she loses her signal, and then the live stream's over. And then later she'll go back live, and it's like, okay, now I'm here.
Yay!
You know,
Yeah, I'll be. Panas Habit will connect as well because if you need a ride, I'm going to be Ria's. I booked Ria's van, so we're going to pick him up at my condo. We all jump in it and straight to Jay's place.
I hope to see you guys here. It's going to be a great day.
It's going to be great.
It's going to be a great day. Yep.
Great.
I still haven't figured out how I want to work that live stream. How I want to, exactly how I'm going to do that. I'm not sure because then I won't get any. Well, it will be a video. So,
hey, Viva Fats is in the house. Mega love shout out.
VV can get her started. I don't know why I keep inviting VV and then I don't see VV. So come on down. 81 thumbs up, guys. Excuse me, I'm hiccuping. That's awesome. The thumbs up are great, guys. We love it. We shake and jump.
Mega love shout out.
Corner Clubhouse, how are you doing, sir?
Not too bad. How are you guys doing?
I'm doing better once I get some sleep, but that's okay. Which quarter are you in?
Which quarter?
Clubhouse.
Oh, which
Corner
corner?
Club.
I was like, what's quarter? What are you talking about quarter?
Corner Clubhouse. Whose corner are you in?
Whatever corner you want me to be in.
Well, I want you to be in J Mike's corner.
Just say
There you go.
you're in the
I'll be
winning corner.
In terms of pro boxing, I want him to be in my corner. You ever watch those Mike Tyson highlights? Like, there's a video. It's like 40 minutes long.
It's amazing.
It's like 40 minutes long, right? It's all the knockouts, right? Hot and heavy. It's like quick and rapid fire.
When he hits you,
He's
it hurts.
the smallest guy in the ring. He's the smallest guy in the ring. He's destroying monsters. These guys come from wherever they come from. They were the monster.
I know.
They're swinging at Mike Tyson, and he's destroying them in like 2 punches. It's unbelievable.
Because he's so strong.
He was so young. He was like 20. Well, he started, he was 20, but really he was 21 when he won the title. And
wow.
He busted everyone.
He's real young, yeah.
Knocked everyone right down. It's like, it didn't take much. It didn't even look like much. It was like, boom, over, boom, over, boom, 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 over.
Yeah, not only is it, when he hit, it felt like a tank, but it's also how you hit.
He was so quick. Yeah,
like George Chuvalo
was a shocker, but his hit was like they weren't expecting it.
Yeah, because George Chuvalo was in Canada, he was the heavyweight boxer of Canada champion.
Oh, he was destroyed easily. They all were.
So he never went. He's so strong too.
Michael Spinks.
He said just right here. There's all kinds of ways to get people down. So, Kuyabati, mega love shout out. Thank you very much for coming in. If you have not done so yet,
most of his knockouts were
in
close where he could just do this and get you right here. Right,
that'll
you go right down. If he gets you right here, you go right down. Usually it's after they miss or after they get him with a glancing blow. He gets in close and then boop, and they go right down. And then they try to get right back up, and then they can't.
Yeah.
Because if you stagger, if you lose your balance and you try to do that, they'll call the fight.
Oh, really?
Usually, yeah.
I did not
so
know
he
that.
goes like this. They go down. Now you can go down, but if you wait and get your head straight and then stand up, that you'll stay in the fight. You can go down twice and stay in the fight. But if you go down and try to get right back up and you're off balance, they'll call the fight because they'll see that. It'll look like he's staggered. He can't go on. It's So you got to be.
I guess they're protecting the athletes because they don't want them. Because they're staggering, they're going to get whopped.
The thing is, what happens is when you get hit like that, it's like a hit in the head, and you lose your senses for a few moments, however many seconds, and so that's when you're in danger.
That's right.
Now on the ice, I'm an ice skater, so on the ice is when you hit your head, the same thing happens. Wow. You don't have your senses.
Concussion.
So some people say, "Yeah, I'll be okay, but I got to go home now. I'll be okay, and I'll see you again soon." And then I never see them again
Oh, oh, oh.
because it takes their joy away from skating, and then they causes fear, puts fear in them, and they don't come back. And they're usually over 40. Children have a funny way of keeping their head up, and then when they fall, they hit their arms and butt, and it's usually that's a good thing. Older people tend to go backwards and hit the back of the head, and it's not a good thing. Um, so
But kids, it's kids
now
rarely get injured.
with kids, I tell all their parents, a helmet is highly recommended. I recommend a bicycle helmet on all kids.
I'm not in the Philippines. Yes, Calabar. I'm arriving June 8th. I arrive in the Philippines. Still working. I just finished
That's
working the elections in Ontario,
10
Toronto,
days,
Ontario, Canada.
10,
And
11 days.
yeah, I don't know how
We're
many
gonna,
days.
we're
No,
gonna say 8, 9, 10 days. There's only 2 days left of May.
there you
So
go.
10 plus, whatever the half day is, depending on where you are in the world. You're going to lose 12 hours when you get here.
That's okay because I'll
Like
gain it back.
if you leave at
when I
noon
come back
time,
home.
if you leave at noon time and it takes you 24 hours, it'll be the clock will be 36 hours later.
Yeah. Yep. Exactly.
So, but the good part about that, I thought I was going to get back too late because I had to go to work like the next day, and because I forgot how that changes the opposite when you come back. And I
Exactly.
thought I'm going to be late for work. They're going to kill me. I got to do payroll. I'm going to be like 15 hours. I miss a whole day. It won't happen. And then when I get back, I went, wait a minute, I'm not late. Oh yeah, I calculated backwards.
Hi, Cher. Hi, Doug.
You
Yeah.
got to get your mind on that. It's so funny. Doug the guitarist, yeah, Doug's that's good to see you, Doug.
Always great to see
Yeah,
beautiful people.
Miss Cher Pencil's here. Mega Mo love shout out Cher Pencil.
Yeah.
I do the opposite. Instead of being exciting, I like hey Cher Pencil, Mega Love, good to see you. Mega Love shout out.
Yeah, guys,
Oh,
stay in touch. I don't know. I guess my main channel. I guess I'll do live thing or updates. I don't know where I'm gonna post my updates. I'm here. I'm there. I'm here. I'm there. I have no idea. Maybe I'll do it on my live. Yeah, guys, subscribe to my Darren Dobson Travels. Since I'm gonna be traveling, maybe I don't know which one I'm gonna put up things, but updates. I'm here. I'm there.
You know, I got some video when I came. I got some video. There was Coast Guard room where they process everybody before they get to customs. So the guy said, "Okay, go to customs." So I got a video, but I accidentally shut it off while I was doing the video. So I only got when I put the camera down. So then I went to customs, and you're pulling bags, so you can't hold your camera because I got 2 bags. I'm pulling my bags, and so when I stop, I pull my camera out, and I'm like, "Not allowed here. Sorry, Paul." In the Coast Guard room, I could have my camera, but it didn't. I'm so excited and dizzy from getting off to sleeping and getting off
G
the
my one BRJ. I am good.
that
Thank you for asking.
what I did was I was taking pictures and I turned my camera on, and then I switched to video, and when I thought I was turning it on, I was turning it off, and then when I stopped it, it was on, but I put it down. So I said, "What the hell did I do?" So I went into customs and I took some video, and I only got like 7 seconds, and the guy was like, "Not allowed," and I went, "Oh, sorry, Paul."
No, security customs, they don't like cameras.
Well, they think you're getting ready to pull an inside job, is what they think. You're doing.
Oh, okay.
Like, okay, here's where the security is, so we'll beat the security. That's just a security. Like any security will do that. I don't. They do it the same thing at the mall. It's like not allowed because they think
Yeah, why is that?
you're staking out the place and
Really?
yeah for a crime that's not that. It's like why
Will
not?
never happen.
Yeah, I mean.
Just as crime. No, I'm just a vlogger.
But it's not. It's not. They don't disallow you. You could be on the phone, which they allow, right? And say, "Okay, ready? This guy's over there, and here we go, guy. What do they think is going to happen? Do they think it's going to be a robbery, or like we're just going to kill people because we don't like anybody? I'm not sure what they think is going on. No, don't tell me it's because I don't know security. It's like. There are terrorists that do stuff. They don't need to do it the obvious way. Like when you go through the airport, they check your trunk. You know, when they look underneath. There's so many. Have you watched the James Bond movie? There's so many ways to get by that. It's like, I'm not telling anybody anything that isn't like in the movies.
Yeah.
It's just so ridiculous. It's like, okay, so no, they said, well, you can get permission from the owners, from management, to do this. I think it's not because of danger. I think it's because they want a dollar. They want some money because some videos on YouTube have millions of viewers, 26 million views, and they're making money. But the average YouTuber isn't making any money on YouTube. It's not even paying for my setup.
Which I still have to get a
All the now, I don't even know how I'm going to pay for the super chats. It's like that's all it pays for. But you can't write that when you do your taxes. You can't write that down. I don't think. I don't know. No tax. It's all automatic. I mean, it's like virtual tax assistance.
Ah, guys, there's GMI1 BRJ has a premiere.
Jimmy one. All right, tomorrow. Yeah, we'll go mark that.
Heading.
Jimmy one.
Okay, I'm there. Don't worry.
Go mark that. Where are you? All right, there it is. Cool.
I'm there, my friend.
Let's see what that is. Jimmy one's Amina Filet.
20 hours.
Yep, that's tomorrow for most of us, or the end of the day today. Reminder, let's see, big ups. Write that. I'll be number 11. I'll be thumbs up number 11. Jimmy1 BRJ. What is BRJ? 2.73. So good channel. 2.73 thousand subscribers. Awesome stuff. Oh, let's see.
GMI1 done. They're full. There you go, my friend. Full pack.
All right. Yep.
GMI1.
All right. So it doesn't say what it's going to be. It's going to be vid lyrics. So it looks like he's going to be singing lyrics or something. It's my birthday.
Yeah, it's my birthday.
He's got champagne and wine there. It looks like a bottle with a cork and a glass of wine. So we'll be singing red wine, right? Can I show up and sing that? Even with my sound card, my sound card is acting like it's going to blow up. The reverb is like screaming out of control. In the reverb, the volume's all the way down. I don't get it. So not sure what's going wrong there. Let me check something here. I do have echo now. Fishing Frustrations, John Blue Eyes. He said, well, keep the echo cancellation on in StreamYard because you can sing in mono. Even though Jack said I should do the opposite.
You try one, then try the other. See what works better.
So with this problem, I need echo cancellation. I'm presuming that I need echo cancellation, and I can sing with acoustic, no reverb, and just do it that way. That's possible.
Sounds good.
But the reason I like the Sonic Boom is not because of what you will hear. It's because of what I will hear. It gives me a surround in my head, and it helps me get my voice in tune. It helps me hear the key of the song better. Believe it or not, it wraps the tune of the song, the key, around my head, and I can do it better. You see the stage artists now. They always have the earbuds in place. That they don't necessarily have the white wire, and then that's another problem. I think this mic is causing me an issue too.
I'm there, getting there, tam sacking it, and I'll drop it.
So GMI1 is a rapper. Sorry, and yeah, cool. That's always cool, man. Keep it positive, and everyone will love you.
That's what you have to do.
That's Will Smith's story, and he's sticking to it. Keep it positive, and they will love you. More people will love you. There's always somebody. Misery loves company, but there'll be so much more with a positive attitude. I should take my own advice, Darren. I did, and it made a difference.
I think it's awesome.
Sometimes I'm in a crabby mood, Darren. It happens to the best of us.
You're human?
It happens to the best of us. Yeah, I'm so human. I'm gonna try a song, right, Darren? A warm-up song, but
that'd be sick.
But if what the sound card does is it it screams in my ear first, and then I can't hear myself singing, so that it chops me down a notch, and then it goes out into the studio, and that's when it's just total funky mess. So it's embarrassing. Kuyabati. That almost reminds me of Lobat. Lobat, I'm Lobat. I must go now. Lobat. That's a Filipino thing. Lobat. It's an excuse to leave the stream or the phone call. Yes, bro, I will. Jeremy, Jimmy1, I hope to see that. If I'm not at the live premiere, I will see it because I got the reminder on and the subscribed bell all. So I will get a reminder. Hopefully, I don't forget to look for that. Now the reminders, Darren, are 24/7. I know I have at least 1,000 or more people that I have bell all reminder set for. So, and then in a premiere, you set that anyway just by clicking the set reminder button.
Yeah.
But the problem is 24/7 notifications, they bury each other so that you only see the most recent ones unless you're looking specifically for one person. So it is hard, but I hope to see it. If a performance like that, I would like to see. So, you know how people, Darren, you know how you say, "Yep, I'll be there. Oh my God, I was so busy, I forgot." Sorry. But a lot of you hope that more people will see it later, or else it won't be a good video.
Yeah.
Because no, the biggest YouTubers say that you need to figure out what the algorithms want, because the algorithms are programmed to push certain types of videos. They're not discriminating against anybody, but they are looking for catchwords and certain things in the video. They know that I have a light on and a clock behind me, even though Darren can't see the clock. Right, Darren?
I see the clock on
There's
my
a clock right when I move my chair like this. The clock is right at the top of the chair, right there. That round thing right there.
Ah.
That is a battery-operated clock on the wall.
That's good.
So the algorithms know everything. They even know that you have HD photography or 720p or 480. Some phones don't even have 720p. Now I did a video in 720, but my mistake was I edited it also in 720 when the editor says 1080 is recommended here. And the reason it was a long video and I wanted it to be a little quicker, so it didn't look high HD, and I regret that. But it was that 2-hour premiere. I regret it. I did it like a live stream, and I figured, well, not a lot of people will come. Some people came in to make a comment after that, but not too many. But the algorithms know that. They'll push you to people around you that when you're live, if your premiere is in progress, they'll push you to your subscribers and to their subscribers, a percentage of them. Not everybody. They'll try to. But the algorithms will determine what percentage do we want to do here. It's not a live human doing that, but it is programmed by live people. You got to figure, and it's complicated. Even Mr. Beast said we had to get a lot of us together, a bunch of us. He's like a team. He is a team now. A lot of it's goofy, silly stuff, but it's what the algorithms seem to like. And they get millions and billions of views. Billions. It's not just
literally billions.
He's getting close to 29 billion now. It's unbelievable. So he's a millionaire.
Wow.
Now on his description page, he says that he's given away $10 million for this, $10 million US for that. He's done videos where he's giving buckets of cash to people to do this and that. Would you spend a night in prison for $10,000 in cash? And he comes up with the briefcase, dumps out the 10,000, but it's not really prison. They built a room, a confinement room with entertainment in there. And but the problem is, it's hard to sit in a room day after day without any other human contact. It's hard to do that. Quarantine, I had no fun. I didn't have the games and the things to keep me. All I had was my phone and my laptop. And then they had a rule. They had a piece of paper that said, "You're not allowed to go live."
What?
But I don't know if it's because they didn't like it or if it was because they didn't have enough broadband to go around. Because it takes more broadband to go live, guys. That's why people fall off and they don't get a good connection because they're using weaker internet or load or something like that. they don't have enough broadband at home on their phone, on their mobile device to up, because going live is upstreaming and watching a live stream is downloading. So they didn't say I couldn't use the internet. They said you can't make live television appearances, and this is live TV. So, and I think it's because they didn't want us uploading and killing the internet, like using up their resources. I think they didn't explain it, but I didn't want to ask anybody.
Yeah.
So all I had was
okay.
my phone to talk to my wife and my computer to chat. Well, either way I could, and a TV. That was it. That's all I had. It was very, very boring. No human contact. I looked out the window. I thought, well, maybe I can get a little bit of video here. And then it was a brick wall on the other side. Concrete. I couldn't even. Now the building was so tall, I couldn't see the sky, and I couldn't see the bottom of the court.
Oh no!
So the reason I got that is because I thought, well, at the very least, I'll get some video out the window. I'll see the traffic. That would be cool for a couple of days. I'll do a little bit of video. Didn't even do that. The only video I got, and I couldn't do it live, I had to wait to upload it, was the meals. I did a little review on the meals. It sucked.
Oh no!
Well, they were too small. There was no fun. You know, you had the ball of rice,
Yeah.
a little piece of this and a little piece of that, in a bottle of water. That's all your food you had. I was lucky to get instant coffee. I had to ask for that. Can I have some instant coffee? Oh yeah, sure. Then they give me like 30 days worth. Like, here you go. Here you go. I don't need the sugar. Yeah, that was very, very boring. It was like being in prison.
Oh, horrible.
Without the interaction with the other prisoners, which was a good thing. I mean, that's the hard part of it. So if it's not prison if you don't have the interaction with other people that are sentenced to serve time. That's the whole issue with prison. But after a while, you'll be begging for it.
Oh,
So if I'm in prison, a long sentence, that's harder. That will keep you sane. But it's like being back in high school with the bad boys.
oh no!
You don't get to talk to the nice girls.
Oh.
I was lucky. Most of my time in school, there was always a nice girl, either sitting beside me or behind me. Now, in the 5th grade, you're about 10 years old, right? So there was this girl that always sat behind me the whole year. So fast forward, like 40 years later, we get together with the kids from that elementary school, and there's like 15 of us. And she goes, "Yeah, I was your girlfriend in the 5th grade." And I went, "No, you weren't. What are you talking about? You sat next to me." She goes, "Yeah, I considered you my boyfriend." I said, "I can't believe this. Now you tell me."
Yeah, exactly.
It's so funny. She loves her husband, so she's not looking for a boyfriend now. So I said, that was so funny. I said, I never thought of that. I said, that's funny. It was a good relationship, I guess, for 1 year, and then things change after that.
That's very.
It's funny when somebody you haven't seen in so long reminisces and says, "Yeah, you were my boyfriend in the 5th grade. Don't you remember that?" I said, "Yeah, of course I do. I never thought of it that way." So funny.
There's Clarina, guys. Unfortunately, she had her channel deleted because someone came up and showed nudity, and they didn't wait. They just deleted it. So if you could,
I had someone come up and he made the mistake. I said, "Show your camera or I can't bring you up." And he did. And he was naked. And I thought I didn't bring him up. And I almost clicked the button to bring him up. And I thought, okay, he took someone's name in the chat that he wanted to screw that guy too. And, but that would have taken me down too, as well as that guy. And I didn't do it. And we came close again a couple of times where I just, you're not coming up here if I don't know who you are. And so what they did was they took my name, but they didn't spell it right. And I thought, this person knows a little bit about me. So remember when I said, Darren, that I have a list of suspects, but I'm not sure? Fanatic's one of the people on my list.
You're not
because
sure?
he's always here. Huh?
Yeah.
I don't know. I said I don't know, but there is a list of names. He's one of them. That's how you do it. If it's possible that it's somebody because they're here, then they're a suspect.
Oh.
I think it's somebody else. I don't think it's Fanatic, but it's possible. It is possible that he's just playing. So I don't think he's doing it maliciously. I'm not sure what's going to happen if I bring that up. If it turns out to be him, like remember when you did Double D? There was somebody named Double D, and then
I'm Double D.
You said it was your
because there's another guy named Darren.
I brought him up, and then it was just an avatar, and he didn't say anything. And then you said, "Well, maybe he has a bad connection." and then but nothing malicious happened, so I was lucky.
Mm.
But back then I didn't have a big channel. It was just small. We weren't collaborating at that time. That was way back. That was last year. So there are lessons to be learned, guys. This is not easy. This is not easy. To
But
keep going.
nothing worthwhile is easy necessarily.
Right. Yeah, right. Maybe that's why I have a headache. I just have
And if
this.
it was easy, everybody would be doing it. But
That's what everyone thinks. It's easy. I'll just do silent live streams for watch hours. No one's watching that. Your friends will
just
watch it.
to be realistic in your growth, don't get discouraged. Keep going. Do something every week.
Yep.
Stay in touch with your team, your friends, and you will get there. I promise. You put the work and effort in, you will make it.
YouTube
Because
says
you will be talking to the right people. You'll be getting better. You're learning.
Yep. I agree.
Uh,
with that.
it's about growing and growing together. You need friends. The more you collaborate with, the better. Because it's a
Okay.
process. Everyone
Becky,
thinks
there-
I'm gonna keep fishing for
Yeah,
bananas, and then I'm gonna end up going viral and being famous. It's not gonna happen. It doesn't work that way. All the successful YouTubers see that. All the big successful channel owners, they all say, I sucked at the beginning. I wasn't good, and I had to figure it out. They all say that. It doesn't happen. It doesn't happen. Everyone's trying to do this. It doesn't just happen by itself. You got to make it happen. It's not luck. It's work. The key word, Darren, is work. I know you agree with me on that one because we came up with that
Well,
together.
I'm the example. Say you grow fast. How'd you do it? I work.
Well, actually, guys, the secret is that Darren bought the 1,000 subscribers, but now he's working hard. I'm just kidding. Darren, because it doesn't happen. It doesn't just happen that way. That won't work either. YouTube says that too. It won't work that way, guys. That's why I decided not to use the StreamYard when I go live. Miss Calabao, I'm really kind when someone is asking me for a blue jacket. I easily give them. Yeah, we do too. We give everybody a jacket. But that can cause little issues. They can delete your comments, but that's about it. And they can delete chats and things like that. But with the blue jacket, you can follow all the channels. You don't need links with that. With the blue jacket, you can follow everyone's. Just click on the buttons on the dots in the chat, and then you hit one of the options is go to channel. And so if you have a blue jacket, you can go to everyone's channel. They don't need to drop their links. All they need is to have a jacket to go to your channel because if they're trying to grow, they should be watching videos.
Yep.
I'm still trying to grow, guys, because I'm not making millions of dollars on YouTube. It's a little bit of money, but it's not paying for my super chats and my these things. When I need a new mouse or this thing, the mic, my sound card's screwing up. Oh, I'm gonna need a new one. It's not paying for everything, guys. But I'm trying to grow. If I can grow, then it will start to pay for things. But it takes a long time, guys.
Takes a while.
You can't just, one video will bring subscribers and watch hours and stuff like that. Darren, I didn't know that was going to get so many views, but it stopped. It still only has 4,000 views. But but usually shorts do that, not the 3-minute videos.
That's true.
But when you get a more than 50% average view, 50% over the video, that adds up to about 150 watch hours.
Wow.
Which is more than a long live stream, so that helps. And then you get some subscribers on the way from that. So it's not 100% subscriber. Not everybody's going to, just because they watch your video doesn't mean they're going to subscribe to you. It's about, I don't know if it's 5, 10, 20, 25%, maybe that will subscribe to you.
That's a lot.
I don't know the percentages, but that's every once in a while that happens. So you got to keep going. You can't. Now that video will stop getting views. So I still have one that's getting views down. It's not the tricycle's getting a couple of views, but the jeepneys, where the 2 jeepneys drive by and then one stops and tells you where it's going, that's still getting views. It's getting like 30 views a day, but it's like day after day. It keeps getting. It's still on my top 3 for daily views. But usually they drop after 2 to 3 days. They drop off, and then it's no longer in the top 3. Because you're making new videos. The live streams are getting views, guys. So I should have 3 live streams as my last 3 top views, videos with the most views. but it's my sunset video is in there,
Wow.
and then my third number three is the jeepneys, the Filipino jeepneys, because people are searching outside of YouTube for the search term Filipino jeepney. That's why. It's not millions. It's not getting millions of views. It's getting like 30 a day per day, but every day it gets 30 more. So it's something like that. It's adding. It's not a big number, but it's still the number still goes up. So after a year, it might have a lot of views. I don't know. I'm not sure. You can't just put out a video like that and then stop and then say, okay, I got a good video. You won't grow that way. You got to keep. If you have 2,000 videos, right? And you keep making that means you're making a video every day, whether it's a shout out or whatever it is. That's those views, 50, 100 views. That's going to add up to thousands of views. That's what you need, guys. And then some of those people will subscribe to you.
Yeah, I
Especially
agree.
so.
Okay.
That's why Sean Williams has 8,000 subscribers, guys.
He's
Because
amazing. And he's
not-
such a nice guy.
he doesn't like to come up on live streams, but if we ask him, can you make me a shout out video? He'll do it.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, that's what he's doing. Now, I haven't asked him to do one, but when he came up, I told him that. I said, you know what? I know you do that. And I always go in there. Obviously, I can't watch 2,000 videos. It's almost 3,000 videos that he has on his channel. I can't, but he has won the wheel, and I've seen some of that. And so I dedicate that time to watch videos. But if someone comes in and says, I need help, somebody watching my videos, I'm already watching 80 hours worth every other day. So that's 40 hours a day. What happens is I have two running at the same time. Or I have more than two, but I'm watching them and I'm listening, but it's hard. Some of them I have to turn the volume up and I have to turn the volume down. Okay, this is a good one. I'll watch this for now, but I don't stop them. I keep watching them. So I'm watching more than one at a time. That's obvious because I'm not using robots to do that. I don't know how those work. I don't have any. So what happens is I'm running the videos, but I'm not giving one video my undivided attention. I am, but I'm not giving 2 or 4 videos my undivided attention at the same time.
It's
But
impossible.
I can watch one and listen to the other. I can see more than one at a time, but I can only really listen to 2 at a time unless I'm listening to live streams. I can listen to 3 live streams at the same time, Darren. But I gotta figure. When I first started doing that, I didn't know who was talking because I didn't know who they were.
Mhm.
So I commented in one, and it was the wrong one. The other one said it, and I commented it, and they didn't know what I was talking about. So because I was new and I didn't realize, I thought that the one I was watching was saying it, but it was the one in the background. And I
That's
thought, okay,
funny.
I got to watch them before I comment. I got to be looking. But I just thought that I made that mistake. But that was a long time ago. So now I can listen to more than because I know who they are. So I can listen to them and then I know who's talking. But there's a lot of talking going on because sometimes there's more than one person in the live stream and they're all talking. So sometimes I'll turn the volume farther up on one and then I'll slide the volume back down on the other 2 so that I can hear it more clearly. But the voices are still there. They're still there. So it's so strange. So I'm not seeing all your videos in one day, but I'm looking at them.
Yeah, not easy.
I don't know if
At least a real playlist.
No, I don't know if that's against the rules, but that's what I'm doing. And if I find out it is, and then I'll stop doing that. I'll stop doing the wheel. I think that's the reason that they do Gcash on the wheel now. They don't have to watch videos. But you should watch video. I don't know if all the live streamers are trying to make videos, but you should be watching videos to learn how to make better videos. Now I got to figure out.
We got to be careful, but we should suggest some videos because there's some
Right.
good people that know what they're doing. But
Even if I see a video, I don't really like that anyone does this, but it is kind of funny or whatever is good about it. I'll say, yep, or it's a great picture. The camera's beautiful, so I'll say, great picture or whatever I'll say in the comments.
Yeah.
Or maybe it's a great view, but I thought, well, I couldn't really focus on anything, so you're moving the camera too fast. So when I do a video like that, I'll make sure that I let you read. If I show a sign, I'm going to make sure I let you read the sign. Or whatever like when I walked into a an unusual store at at one of the shopping malls, and they had
That's good.
things for sale. They were on glass shelving, so everything looked 3D. So I was moving my camera in between the shelves, and I was looking down and up, and I got all kinds of angles. But I went real slow so you could see the stuff. Because if
That's
someone
cool.
just does this to the room, all you see is a flashing room. You don't really see what's there. So they could have a great camera, but when they're moving, maybe I can't see really what they're trying to show me.
Yeah,
So,
slow is better. Slow and
so
steady.
I learned just by watching that. I learned that they had a great camera. This is a great idea to be here and look at that. But sometimes they're holding the camera still. That's great, but they want to look over there and then they go real fast and then they come back real fast. So you're not really seeing it because they're seeing it with their living eyes. They're seeing it, but it doesn't. You can't focus on the video. So I learned from that. Or if you're like on those glass shelves, everything looked 3D. So I put my camera right up close to everything, and I did different angles. It was awesome because I saw someone else do it the right way. Or sometimes someone does it perfectly, but then they talk and they're not articulate or whatever, or they're worried about something that's not really a part of the video. Like
Yeah.
it's like some live streamers, good picture, good place to be. I want to see this place. And then for whatever it is, then they turn the camera on themselves and then they're not really talking about the video. And then it's like they're just talking about growing on YouTube or something like that. And I think, why did you do that? Because they're listening to everyone telling them things. It's okay to do a walk and talk if you're looking at yourself and then we can see behind you if you're outdoors. But if you're in a place, maybe that's not the right idea. Or if you're not, I'm not like a radio guy, Darren. I don't have that radio voice.
Oh, sure you do.
But
You have a radio voice.
when I'm focused, I can talk, but I don't want to make it about looking at me. When I do enough live streams where you're looking at me, if I do a video, I want to do a video about something else. It's not about
I
unless
agree, guys.
Unless
I
I'm doing
agree, Jay. When you're doing a video, people want to see what you see. Just trying to be famous and show yourself.
It's
Not-
okay to talk about what you're looking at, but if you start talking about subscribers and people in the chat, that doesn't work. Especially if it's a video, it's not really a live stream. It's a video. You don't want to do that. I don't, in my opinion. That is my opinion, but that's what I see from the videos I've seen. Some people have a good way of doing it, but that's part of the video. You can make it part of the video, but you're gonna realize that those can be issues. It can be an issue. We have so many things that don't go perfectly down, and we have fun with that. If it doesn't go perfectly, I make fun of it myself. I make fun of myself.
Yeah.
That's also corner. That's also hard for some people, especially people that are new at video. Not just making videos. Maybe you've made videos all your life or however many years, but you're not really used to talking and being on a live stream. You gotta understand that stuff. People say, "Well, how did you learn how to do this?" Well, there's no YouTube class, but there are transferable skills. I was in, a hotel executive committee in charge of HR and accounting. So, I used to roll out those meetings and stuff like that. And at the end of this session, folks, you are going to know more about this. Let's get started. Stuff like that. So, and they're not 5-hour training sessions. Some of them are 4 hours, but that's not. I wasn't doing that every day. But over the years, I did it a number of times. I did go through that a little bit of training, but and I was a DJ, but now not on the radio. Miss Boo was a radio DJ, a good one. I was a lounge DJ, mostly hotel lounges, but some of them were just restaurants and lounge. But you learn that way. You learn to be around people. People are watching. Okay, so are there 20 people here? It's a Wednesday night. Do I have 20 or do I have 50? Like an old coworker of mine, hotel manager, sales director of sales, showed up at my lounge one night and he goes, "This place is rocking." I went, "It's really a small crowd tonight." He goes, "Yeah, but you got to have the people on the dance floor. That makes a good night." I said, "Yeah, that is kind of fun." So, and then with us now, at the end of the live stream, we average 400 that come in and out. But in the chat at one time, there'll only be about 20. Maybe that number jumps up for a minute if we're doing something like in the first hour. We're past 2.5 hours now. In the first hour, we'll have the most all concurrent viewers. But not everyone has time to stay all this long.
The whole
7
time,
watching
yeah.
now. 7 million watching right at this second. That could jump to 10 in like 5 seconds. I don't know. I don't know if the algorithms play a role in it. If we start a song, the number it tends to go up a little bit, like by 2, 3, 4, because people get on the YouTube homepage, your subscribers, the people that you subscribe to, if there's a button you can press subscriptions, the people who are live will be on top.
Yes.
So anyone that's connected with you will be on top. Even if you don't remember who they are, they'll be on top. So that's the other. And then there's a small percentage of suggestions that they send out as thumbnails in that box on the right. Sometimes you see that column on the right. It says,
Yeah.
this is live now. You might be interested in this or that. There's a small percentage of people on YouTube that they'll send that out to too. They call it thumbnails, I guess. If you look in your analysis, that they'll say thumbnails. That's what that means. And there's a percentage. How many views did you get from those thumbnails? It'll be a small number, but it'll be a number. That tells you that that's happening. Sometimes you just need to know what that's telling you. So it's just a reason to stay to be encouraged and not to be discouraged. If you say nothing and do nothing on your live stream, if it's just a black screen and your title is no capital letters, but LS for WH, you're not going to get strangers looking for that, unless it's a troll saying, "Yeah, let me screw with this channel."
Yeah.
All you're going to get. I don't know. I'm not sure. I mean, I'm not absolutely sure, but I haven't seen any evidence to the contrary. Your friends might watch that, maybe, if a good enough channel, big enough channel makes a push to help you get monetized, but it's not going to help you moving forward. It's actually not. It's going to give you false hope. You're going to have to do something for real in order to keep going. That's going to be a hard wall to crash into for a lot of people, because there's a lot of us included, kind people that are trying to help. Because we need you in our community too. We need you guys to support us as well as we know you need support too. So we try to help each other, but that only goes so far. If I'm running your playlist for 10 hours or whatever it is, when I stop, your views stop. So you in order to move forward, you gotta watch video to learn something. Learn something from each video. Keep watching videos, and you have to keep making videos.
Yes.
You
have to keep on. Yep. Keep it going.
You cannot be an author if you don't read books.
Right.
True.
That's all there is to it. I was talking with Miss Boo yesterday. You can't make music unless you listen to music. You can't be a great DJ at a great nightclub unless you know what the other nightclubs sound like. You have to be a customer at another at another nightclub with music similar to yours. You got to visit the nightclubs, or else you can't be a DJ. We won't. You can say, "Yeah, I'm a DJ because I've got the turntables and the vinyl," but you don't know what the nightclubs are doing. You don't know what it's like. Now, I had a gig as a DJ, Friday and Saturday nights for 153 consecutive weeks. That's 3 years, Friday and Saturday nights. So I couldn't go out on Friday and Saturday nights. I could only go out on like Wednesday and Thursday. So that, but that's after I got started. You don't get a contract unless you get started. They don't just say, "Oh, you have vinyl and turntables? Okay, we'll give you a job." It doesn't work that way. They have to know what they're going to get.
Wow.
So you need friends. You need friends, and they have to know that you're around and that you're dependable, and it's going to make sense. You learn lessons the hard way, guys. Yeah. So, Darren,
Sleeping?
I'm just checking to see if he's like readily available. Let's see, we got 80. Yeah, we're still at 84 thumbs up, so we're not gonna pretend that we'll be celebrating at 100. Yeah, if we stay live for 2.5 hours,
Eventually.
If we stay live for 7 or 8 hours, it'll go over 100. Sometimes it's 100 when we start. If it's scheduled 2 or 3 days in advance, he'll reach 100. If he promotes it, it'll be 100 right at the start. But we've done that so many times, we don't feel the need for that anymore. It'll end up at night. My live stream yesterday ended up at, or a couple days ago, we had 99 thumbs up.
Wow.
So I clicked it myself for 100, and then when it uploaded, it takes a while for it to upload. It was back down to it went down to 96.
Oh, yeah.
So I went. So we lost 4. Where did we get those 4? I don't. So I guess they think someone didn't come in long enough.
Oh, okay.
Someone's
I guess.
only there for 2 seconds and clicked thumbs up. I'm not sure. They don't tell you that. It just happens. There was a word of mouth that said, well, they have to watch 30 seconds, but we think that that's not true, that it needs to be more. It needs to be a true engagement. You would never subscribe to somebody and give a thumbs up if you're just browsing and you're not really watching the video. Why would you subscribe to people? Unless you're just trying to subscribe to as many people as possible. But those will be removed. The subscription, you won't be deleted from YouTube, but your subscription to random channels will go away.
Ah.
So if they subscribe back to you and you look into your studio, it will tell you that you're unsubscribed. Even the person I watch the most is Darren Dobson. It unsubscribed me to Darren Dobson.
Wow.
Twice. I'm watching more of Darren Dobson than anyone. Including Darren Dobson can't watch himself. You can't watch yourself. You don't get credit for that. You don't get watch hours. You don't get watch hours from watching yourself. So I've watched more Darren Dobson video than anybody. Right? And they unsubscribed to me twice. Darren, I can rest assured. You can rest assured that I'm watching your videos the most. Because your live streams are videos, and I'm here the most. Right? I'm here more than Shadow Scout Suite and Fanatic Guide put together. And they're always here, but they're not here for the whole 9 yards, right? And you don't have a wife. If your wife or wives are watching more than I thought, it's not more than me. I don't think. I mean, unless they're running you on their phone while they sleep, that is possible. They unsubscribed me to my own wife. And I know I'm her biggest supporter. Guys, connect with Norma. She's in all the comments on my channel. Just go over to my channel and she's in. You can find her in almost any comment. Let's try this. If you're looking for Norma, just find me there, and she'll be in the comments. I guarantee. I should add that to my channel description. Connect with Norma Franco's here. That's what I should. A lot of people do that on their main page. I guess I could do that. But I like to have people that have helped me grow. She's helped me in a different way, but big channels are on that part of my homepage. Like you and VIPs and Bless. Darren, if you're listening. I think Darren's listening. He's just not talking. Darren's tired. That's a Van Halen song. Right?
Right on.
Not the words, the sound of that is a Van Halen song. Right? David Lee Roth sang that. The name wasn't Darren, the name was Janie. Janie's crying. I forget how it goes. I probably could sing that if I'd learn it. Share pencil, when are you coming up the ladder? Darren, did you take the ladder down? Are you cutting it short? I need more coffee. I need something to wake me up. We need supplies, Darren. I don't have any supplies. We're drying out here. Yep, it's getting cloudy. I'm missing the sun. It's only 12:15 here. Magandang tanghali, Pilipinas. Salahat. That's why they're not coming up here, Darren. It's lunch. A Filipina at lunchtime has to be busy making lunch.
Yep.
There's no way around it for a
Nope.
Filipino. I can't come up. It's lunchtime. I can't come up low bat. If it's lunchtime in the Philippines, Filipinos can't be live.
Yeah.
They can't be on the live stream. I'll be back. Maybe I'll be back. Or I'm at work. I'm at work. It's lunchtime. Low bat. For some reason, Filipinos think that they can't run their phone while it's charging. Why not? You have the battery pack. Well, because it's like if I'm low, and then if I'm low bat, if I'm charging, I can't use my phone, which is not true.
Right. Right.
Or if I need to charge, I have to keep it unplugged. I don't know how to get that thought process. Or I can't keep it charged up because the battery won't last as long. If you're live and your battery's not charging, you're making a mistake. You should be plugged in when you're live, especially if you're the host. Irregardless of what the phone maker says about how your battery will last longer, you're live streaming. It's a different animal. You can't step around what you need to do when you're live streaming, or you won't be able to live. You need to live stream. So if you need your phone to last forever, then you don't need to live stream. So many people are logical. It doesn't make them bad people. It's just the thought process isn't logical. It's like, it's low bat. Well, you need to prioritize. Are you a YouTuber on a live stream or not? That's the first question you got to ask. Do I watch enough videos to know how to make videos? Like, no, I'm good with it. You can be good with a camera and not understand how to make a YouTube video. Oh, no, I make videos. I make awesome videos. Yeah, but I don't like your videos. Oh, no, actually, it's not about me. How many viewers are watching your videos? Well, that video only has 20 views. How long has it been out there? 2 months. Okay, so you have a 2-month video with 22 views. That means nobody likes your videos. Well, they would like it if they saw it. How are you going to promote that? You know how to promote it? You got to figure out what the algorithms want.
Yeah.
That's what you do. Okay, so that video that nobody likes, the name of that video is November 29th to 2021. That's the name of your video. No one's searching for that. If someone searches for that, you'll get another view. You'll get one more view, and guess what? It's only going to get 30 seconds of watch time or less. And if it is a good video, somebody will watch the video for 2 minutes or more. That's not watch hours.
Right.
It's hard for people to grasp that. It's like, what am I doing wrong? Well, maybe I'll quit. Why did you come here in the first place? Something to do. Okay, so you have something to do. Learn how to make videos. Or learn how to be a live streamer. If you want to do live streams, plug your phone in. Now, I know this phone's going to give me several hours if it's charged up. Several hours. But I don't use the phone. I use the phone as a backup to observe the chat or to connect with people and then show them that I'm connected. I'll show their channel, but I'm not using it to run StreamYard.
Yeah.
So I used to use this on my tripod for my camera, but then I realized this is 720p. This is 720p. The right lighting will make the right live stream. It'll make the picture look good. It'll be very good. And then that's what I did. And they said, okay, so now I have plenty of lighting and the picture looks great. With more light, your picture will look better, everybody. A lot of live streamers don't have the right lighting on their camera, and then when you tell them, they don't change it. So then they're unwilling to grow and get better. But they're unwilling to quit. So I'm not sure what to tell them. So you don't quit. You don't have watch hours. You have 3,000 watch hours. It's not easy to get 1,000 watch hours. If someone watches 2 minutes, if you get 4,000 views and they all watch an average of 2 minutes in your video, that's only 150 watch hours or something silly like that, which is a lot. 150 watch hours is a lot. I'm only giving the grand prize is 20 watch hours on my wheel. 150 watch hours doesn't come easy.
Nope.
You need thousands of views for that, right? And it's only going to pay you a couple of bucks, if that. The ad revenue is not a lot. You need millions of views to get that ad revenue, millions. So we're not there yet. Anybody here is not there yet. Or maybe you have that one video that paid you, but now you're trying to figure out, how do I do another one? Or how you're not going to revive that video. It's not going to. Even if you copied that video or kept a copy of it, you can't upload it exactly the same way. You have to either add or subtract, and then put something.
Something
If you
different.
subtract, you got to add something different and subtract, or you got to change it a little bit. And you have the rights to it. It's your video. So, but you might do that, change very little, and not get those views, because the chance for that is past. So it doesn't work the way people think it works. Oh well, someday I'll go viral, and then I'll have 100,000 subscribers. You can't just sit there and see that happen. It won't work that way. People think, well, somebody's going to watch something. Maybe I'm going to be the one. Hello, hello. I saw where somebody live said, no politics, no religion, and no bullying. Okay, so then why am I here? I'm going to bully my friend. I bully Darren a lot. It's not mean spirited, but some people see it that way. It's like, okay, you're 5, so why are you here? Why is this not made for kids only? Because it's not children's learning. It's not a children's learning channel, so what is it? That's the other thing. You got to define that. What is my channel? I'm still trying to figure that out, guys. So if you think I'm cool, I'm telling you, I'm still trying to figure out what my channel is. That's why I'm doing this. I don't know exactly, like, the theme of my channel. What is the theme of my channel? I'm not sure. If you look at my channel page, the banner art at the top, the picture, that should tell you what the channel is. And what am I going to find here on this channel? Is it crocheting with Mimi? Okay. You might think that's a joke, like crocheting with whoever, with Maria or whatever, right? That's a joke. Why would she do that? Well, she might that might be somebody's niche, right? And that might be better than what we're doing, where we think we're doing a little bit of everything. Darren knows that. He's got she's got a second and a third channel. Darren's Travels, Darren Dobson Travels, and Darren Dobson Drives. The Drives only has beautiful vehicles and professional videos about the video Bugattis, Porsche, Mercedes, all those kinds of cars. And the Travels is about traveling, professional videos. So, in some of his own, but he's got those going in a good direction. But now his main channel is where he does it all, live streaming and everything else, whatever he feels like doing. That's not a bad way to go, because then he's learning from each channel. Each channel is teaching him something to store in his mind. Okay, this is growing my transferable skills. So not a bad way to go. There's a lot of good ideas about it, but you still need help. I have good ideas, but I need direction. I need help with finding the right direction to go. That's why I watch videos. That's where you learn that. And there's videos that I like, types of videos that I like to watch with connections that aren't the people that come here. That's where I grow the most. But those are the things that stir my spirit, my soul. I am not a spirit, but I feel spirits. I feel the spirit. So that inspires me too. Those channels are not coming in here to grow. They already know how to grow. And I get information from them too, and it helps me in what I need to know to grow more on YouTube. I tell people things. If it hurts, you got to know that I'm saying it to help you figure things out. There's a school of hard knocks, guys. We don't like it, but it's there. Someone said, no, I don't want to talk about politics and religion. Well, what else is there? You say, oh, you can't talk about religion and politics. Really? Then I would just keep my mouth shut and say, would you like fries with that burger? That's not life. Life isn't about working at McDonald's unless you want to do videos. Here's what I'm doing today at my job at McDonald's. Oh, look at all the French fries. You could do that. I don't know if if that would be good for you, but for your channel, maybe you would probably run into issues that way doing that. Some people do that; they go live from work, but they don't. They're not working at a brand like that. They're not actually telling you who they're working for. They're just showing the office.
Yeah.
Okay, I came early to do this. I'm not. I'm not really doing work yet. But you came in early to do your YouTube live, and you're using the office. You're using their internet. Oh, there's the boss. He's going to give you something to do. Yeah, hold on, guys. My boss is here. I actually did a video of somebody putting us on hold. They were playing the wheel. The wheel's up on screen, and she's on the phone talking to one of her bosses or something. Um, and it went for like 2 or 3 minutes. And I did a video about it. And it didn't get a lot of views. I don't think I did it the right way. I could have done it better. I could have made a better title and put sound in it or something, but I didn't. It is what it is. Not everybody knows. She has thousands of subscribers, but not the general public doesn't look at her as a big channel. A big channel will have over 100,000 subscribers and millions of views. Millions, not just the 999,000. The average person doesn't want to learn medicine. They want to learn hee hee ha ha. And the average person loves those rehearsed practical jokes, and they're like 45 seconds long, and they're like over rehearsed, and it's like ridiculous, and people watch that. I was astonished to find out that the average person, before I ever came on YouTube as J Mike, I was just someone that watched videos, and I was astonished I wondered how come the most watched videos on, if you're not logged into YouTube as a creator or someone that's going to make comments and give thumbs up, you're going to see a main page that shows you the videos that have 1 million views, 2 million views, 4 million views, and it's all goofy stuff, practical jokes and other funny things, right? And things that think they're funny, but they're not necessarily funny to everybody. I'm like, well, where's the great music? Why aren't people watching music? It's the classic songs of the last 30, 40, 50 years. The real videos. Oh, no, that's not what people are interested in. People want to see girlfriends fighting with boyfriends or guys that are pretending that some hot chick is the one to get. It's unbelievable. I saw someone's his social media account, his profile, had a tagline. It said, "Looking for a sugar baby, I will give you an allowance." And I thought, what are you, an idiot? That's the stupidest thing I've ever seen. That's not going to end well. I didn't say anything to him, but I just told myself, that is not going to end well. Whoever you find, it ain't gonna work, and it's not going to end well. If that ever even begins. That's not true love. Love makes the world go round. There's like 1 billion men that don't understand that.
Yeah.
And they're in a neighborhood near you. I guarantee that. Looking for a sugar baby or sugar daddy, I'll give you an allowance. Or the alternative, I'll give you rewards. Really? That's never going to end well. It may never even begin. That's not what makes the world go around. And everyone thinks that.
Well, I think I'm going to be heading.
You know what? I tell these guys, I should tell everyone, create a Ninja account, whether it's Facebook or whatever social media it is, right? Create a Ninja account. Use the picture of your wife, right? Put the name Bambi or something like that. And say, and your tagline, your punchline, your description is, everyone knows I'm hot, right? And then see the comments and think, that's what they think. That's what they want with my wife.
Yeah.
That's what they think of my wife. That's how you figure it out. I saw that a long time ago, and it's astonishing what men think and what they do. The stricter laws they have about marriage and romance, the worse they are. That doesn't fix a thing. Doesn't fix a thing. It's not real, and it never was and never will be. It's not. It's going to end. If it ever begins, it's going to end, and it's not going to end well. I can't stop
Right.
repeating that. I can't say it enough, guys. Um, it's not going to end well. I don't know what we're doing here, Dan. Hour number 3, guys. Thanks for hanging out. 3 hours now. I don't usually shout that out. I'm just
Yeah, I'm gonna be heading out, Jay. Just to let you know.
Yeah, you know what, guys? I gotta get supplies. Darren, I gotta get supplies. It's Sunday. We're hitting the 3 hour mark. I don't know what to do. My head's killing me. It's not a hangover. I don't. But I am dehydrated because I haven't had enough water and juice. Just a few cups of coffee. So I know
Yeah, I need the water. I need it.
a night sleeping will dehydrate you, especially in the heat and the humidity. I'm sweating.
Yep.
So I need to get refreshments and supplies, guys. It's been great. Thank you all for hanging out. I know there's a good number of
Thank
you
you,
still
Jay.
here.
Thank you, Darren.
Thanks,
Hope to
Corner
see you again.
Clubhouse.
Right?
Thanks for hanging out. Yep. See you later. Guys, I'm going to head out. I don't have the music channel up. The sound card's giving me reverb problems, even with the reverb volume down. I can't figure it out. I think I have the wrong device in the headset. So when I do figure that out, I'm going to switch sound cards in the next few days. If I figure it out, then I'll learn. I'll learn from my pressing the wrong buttons. Like I don't know, using the wrong connections. I'm not sure what it is. Thanks, guys. We'll see you later. Bye, Darren. Bye, everybody. Got Share Pencil, Pinos Habit, Charlene Hill. Thank you, Miss Calabao on Panay Vlog 14. Thank you guys for hanging out. VV Fonts.
Love all you guys.
The Dolga Setover Japan. Mega Live shout out. Good to see you.
Doga.
That's about it. I said shout out to everybody else on Panay Vlog 14. Thank you. Thank you, guys. I got to go. I need supplies.
And I'm gonna get to sleep soon.
Okay, Darren. Good show. Good week, Darren. See you in today's Sunday. See you in 20 hours, Darren. 21 hours. I'll see you. Oh, you know what? Let me jump that. I forgot about myself. I never take care of myself.
Always got to take care of yourself.
I'm not first. I don't put myself first. Although I'm in the first seat right at the moment.
But don't put yourself last either.
Let
That's
me
my
do that with the set reminder, guys. Live in, yeah, I was right. 20 hours. Let's do that. And I'm live in 20 hours, guys. So please thumbs up this one, guys. It's tomorrow's live stream. Just give it a thumbs up if you would. If you're
Smash
still
it.
here. Guys, thank you. Smash that for the thumbs up. It's just a set reminder. That's all you need to do. Guys, we're live tomorrow. See you, Darren.
God bless. Thanks so
All right.
much, Jay.
God bless. Have a great night's sleep, Darren. And I will see you in 20 hours.
Woohoo!
Bye, Vivi Fuds.
Thank you so much, guys. You guys rock. But anyways, we will see you guys. J Mike Show, thank you so much. Long days, very tiring. So time for me to to settle down. Let me see how I'm doing here. Yeah, that's coolio. All right, guys, I'm gonna go sleep. But anyways, thank you so much, guys, for all you do. Your love, support, appreciate it. So we'll see you guys soon. Wherever you need me, reach out to Facebook, Messenger, Darren Dobson, right there. God bless, guys. Thanks, Jay. Bye, everybody. Love you so much. Yes, I will sleep. Thank you so much. God bless. Bye, everybody. You guys rock. Bye.